Hello. Have an ice cream. Have a pistachio ice cream. Alright. Let's do this. First things first. Find a cool place to sit. Where should we go? Where should we go? I'm thinking in a cool and extravagant place. Maybe. Ooh. That's a good area. Like that, Johan. Even better. Basically sit with a timeless proto-drake until it spawns. Alright, I've already got it. I like the idea of Grizzly Hills. Let's go, Grizzly Hills. I've got... I could use this portal, right? Yes. It'd be so fucking shit. Imagine that. Want to sell timeless proto drake on the PTR? I think it looks nice as well. It's a nice calm area. Oh, a good ice cream. You've got lots of entries. I'm very happy with that. Got plenty of entries. So this is going to be good. When we get to a good place, start recording so we can get that on YouTube. Obviously it's already on YouTube now, but yeah, a real video. Actually, maybe I'll edit it to make it look cool. Man like Sarge the Gent. Saying big dog? Should I do it on the PTR or should I do it on my main? Should I do it on retail? No, I do it on the PTR. That literally doesn't matter. Right, let's fly! Let's ride. I'm like Dominic Toretto from Fast and Furious, except I've shit myself. Let's go! Find somewhere. I'm lagging. Oh. Stream says it's alright. Stream doesn't say that there's any drop frames, so... Odd thing. Odd things. We ride. Northrend is fucking huge, dude. If they do a revamp of Northrend in Midnight, that would be sick. I'd be so keen for that. Revamp of Northrend. 4th Death Knight spec. And it's the light. Okay. Where is a cool area around here? I do like Grizzly Hills. I don't really want to go cross over into Howling Fjord. Oh, it's a tree. It's a tree stump. Oh, that's a lot less cool than I thought it would be. Oh! That's sick! Will people attack me all the time? Oh, it looks like they might. This is a cool area. What's this music all about? Be nice and chill. I'm gonna change it. There we go. That's better. Okay. Sarge, you better get in there. Better get that last minute. What's that thing in? Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. This is a pretty cozy area. Let's find a house. Oh, yeah. There we go. Alright. Are we ready? No, we need 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I said 4. I said 4. Yeah, I didn't just like, hello. Transmog competition. We're at war. Right. This is good. That's area. Okay. Don't worry, mate. Use my OG mog. Nice. What transmog you wearing in real life? And can I take it off? I feel like need to look good for this. I have an idea. Wait there. I have an idea. I think you'll like it. Wait there, friends. Wait there. Going? Upstairs. I have an idea. Now, just a moment. I'm almost there. Are you ready? I don't think you are ready. But I feel like it's a special occasion. And special occasion calls for a special outfit. Falling off, chap. Okay. Right. The Wizard of Mog. Yeah? The Wizard of Mog. There's no way the hair stays on my face for very long. I'll tell you that for free. The Wizard of Mog. Ah. We live. There we go. Let's just put that in the community Discord. Wizard of Mog. There we go. Special for the Transmog comp. Okay. We'll get this shit fucking rolling soon. Realise that with this beard, I can't actually drink my drink. It's fine. It's fine. All right. We have 8 minutes until the countdown till this is finished, but I think we can start early. Oh, I've got hair in my mouth. It's fucking. Okay. Shall we begin? I think we should. We could start off with my mog for simplicity's sake. So let us begin. Okay, boys and girls and Death Knights, welcome to the Transmog comp. Obli Transmog comp. First one ever. Maybe again. Who knows? But if this doesn't go well, I'm going to be pissed off. No, I'm joking. We've had a lot of entries, so it's going to be good. Thank you, Rochi. Thank you for that. We should begin. So this is the rules. Oh, I've got hair all in my teeth. Man. It's just it's shit. I have this. Oh. So we have a little spreadsheet. So we're going to have the name of the person. We're going to have how on theme are they. So do they have a theme? Is it clearly distinctive? Do we know what theme they've got? Then we have color matching. Do all the shades look the same? Does it all match? Is all the color good? Let's actually give this a little title because that's pissing me off. Obli, Transmog, Comp, DK. There we go. Then we have cool pieces. Are they wearing anything cool and making it work? If they do, we'll rate that. Is it a cool piece? We'll give them like a couple points. An extra point for that. Then, how original is it? Is it new? Have it been seen before? Does everybody know what it is? I bet just let you know. This is my situation, right? Where my neighbours, I have loads, and they can all see me. So anybody that looks out the window and looks into my flat that's just half of it as well. There's another half. Anyone that looks into my flat is going to think, "Fuck is going on with Obli?" Well, they don't know my name or my Twitch name. But I'm making a fool of myself for you guys. Right. Okay, so originality, we'll score them a couple of points on that. Then you have the total there from just the mog. Then you have the additionals. So you've got the mount. Have they put a mount in? Or does the mount look good? If they put a mount in and the mount looks shit, we might be looking at -1. We have to be good. Yeah, my mum called me Obli, and I said, "What the fuck? Don't be weird. Call me I'm Sean after my warrior." Then we have the pet and the toy. So if they use a toy or there's enough of that already. If they use a pet, a pet and a toy, they get a couple extra points for that, and then you get the grand total. We haven't even reviewed the first mog, and I'm going to take all the hair off now. Let's get this. Okay. We'll put the hat back on there. I shaved. Does the pussy match the lips? Do the lips go round? It's Obli's whole tower. Master of Disguise. Who knew? Not the Wizard of Mog. No, I'm still the Wizard of Mog. I'm slightly younger. I'm like Benjamin Button. And just like Benjamin Button, I still shit myself. Moving on. So this is what we're going to grade people on. Now, we'll start with me, for example. I'm not gonna do favoritism or anything like that. But we need to give you a good base. So we're in this lovely little area, very cool. So name. Lovely. Wizard of Mog. Yeah, right. That's fine. We can make that a bit bigger. Theme. It's very thematic, isn't it? Also, chat, get involved, and I will take your opinion into account. Yeah, pretty Supermog 2 out of 10. Thanks, Rochi. Thanks very much. Themes, very thematical, isn't it? Very thematical. Like I would say it's pretty cool. Everything matches, everything's on theme. The dragon head is a little bit like, these are normal skulls, and you have the dragon skull, and you're kind of like, what was that? Well, the colour is nice. No, I'll do it, because it's quite, I'd say it's quite warrior. I think that if it wasn't for the spikes, you'd be looking at quite a warrior-esque mod. So I'm going to give it a 9, because it's not really frosty, it's not really unholy, it's not really, none of that. So maybe we'll drop it down to an 8, because it's all very on theme, but it's not very like DK other than the spikes, you know? And the dead things. Alright, colour matching, bang! Wait, what? Why's he looking up? Stop looking up, really. Quickly, Pigeon, get in the Discord and put it on the Transmog channel, and I will take it into consideration. The Discord. Let me give you a link. Quickly. Expires after never. Quickly. Let me see if I can work it in there. There you go. Get yourself in there. Get in there. Let's pin that as well. So anybody else that joins, you can join that. Let's do this. Last minute entries. There you go. That should. Oh fuck. Does that work? It do. Last minute entries. Let's pin that. There we go. Join that Discord if it works. It should work. And then put an entry in the Transmog. There we go. Okay. So why is he looking up? Why is he looking up? What are you looking at, bro? What are you looking? What's he looking at? Anyway, color matching. I think it matches pretty well. I don't like this. Stop looking up. Control scroll wheel does it upward. Oh, does it really? Control. No way. That is new to me. That's cool though. Anyway, right. Even the weapon, all the colours. Do you think the colours are matching, aren't they? Colours match. Oh wait, colours match quite well. You got the blue thing there, and it's not a set. However, oh shit, yeah, okay. Set pieces. If there's too many set pieces, we'll have to put a -1 here or something like that. Now, color matching. God, give that. That's a 10 surely. All matches perfectly, right? Anything else? Do you think anything doesn't match? Color match 10 out of 10. Even the skin tone. Exactly. Come on. Right. Cool pieces. Anything cool? Nothing to really like stand out-ish. Nothing like cool. Race doesn't match. Shut the fuck up, Sarge. I'd say cool piece-wise, there's no real cool pieces. There's just normal stuff. It's normal gear. Nothing like no like legendaries or anything like that. So we'll just say like none. For every cool piece you got, you'll get an extra thing. You think the shoulder is cool? I'll take that into consideration. Maybe out of 10. Okay, we'll give it. We'll do 1. But the cool pieces won't be like a 10. It'll be like 10 out of 10. Cool pieces will just be like, if there's anything cool, you get an extra point on that. Set pieces. Now, this is where it gets tricky. I actually have I have 1 additional set piece that I shouldn't. So I said 3 set pieces. This actually has 4. So the head, the belt, the legs, and the boots. However, I have a backup. Let me show. I can change the belt. Not to that. Oh, I've been kicked out of my own Transmog comp. I had. No, it's not that. No, it's not that. Where is it? No, it's not that. Oh fuck. No shit. Oh shit. You do this quick, or I'm gonna look like a fraud. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna do it. Goddamn. No changes. Disqualified. Fuck! Okay, fine. Set pieces. We'll do a disqualified. So I can't win. Shock. Obli can't win. Originality? What do we think on originality? I would say it's quite an original piece. Have you ever seen a mog like this before? Also, skip that. You ever seen a mog like this before? I'd say I haven't seen anything like this before. It is using a Death Knight set though, so I would say originality wise, this has been a set that people have used. It's not brand new, it's just slightly new. Also, if I put my hair in my chest like this, it just looks like I've got a really hairy chest. You know? I'll just do that. Hairy chest. So I'm going to say, for originality, because it is a set, and it is a Death Knight set, I'm going to go ahead and say 7, because it's original pieces, but they're all Death Knight pieces, so it's not like it's not like super original. So totaling up, we have 26 points. Now, mount, pet, toy. I'm not going to bother with that. But I will show you the mount that I like to use, that I think matches. Go to. You have 2, yeah? No, this one. It's this one. Matches, doesn't it? You know what I mean? You have the green fire thingy there with the green fire. Nah, not quite. But Imo, in my opinion, it matches. Now, however, it doesn't match thematically because this is literally a goblin rocket, and this is not like something techie or anything like that. But you wish you could ride my rocket. Charger disqualified now. You're disqualified now. Not so much DK theme with the rocket, matches the colours. Exactly. So I would go ahead and say that we're not looking... It wouldn't be a great couple of points. I'd just say... 1. I'm not going to bother with the pet. Not going to bother with the toy. It's the grand total for Obli Boy, the Wizard of Mog. 27. So I'd take his back seats open. Someone bash my back seats in. Anyway. Now we're going to move on to you guys. Now we're going to move on to the entries. Okay. First things first, we're going to start from... Oh, we've got some last minute entries here. We've got 2, like that, like that. Like that. Oh, I love this. I love this. This is sick. Okay. I'm going to go for the first one that was ever done. Let's open that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh. Wrong one, wrong one, wrong one, wrong one, wrong one. Wrong one, wrong one, wrong one. This is the first entry we'll have. So, here we have Despa. I will call you guys by your Discord names to make it easier. So we have Despa here. Now, thematically, very Death Knight. This is a Death Knight set. Got a quite frosty ambiance. You know what I mean? Ambiance. Wesky, join the Discord. Put your Transmog in the Transmog channel, and then I'll rate it. We have lots to go through, so we must stop. It'll be a long video. This is. Right. So let's make this a little bit bigger so that we can see a bit. I like that. Kind of want to be in the background a little bit. So 7 out of 8 for theme. I like it. I think the theme is pretty good. I think it's pretty DK, but and it's quite Nerubian as well. Wouldn't you agree? So and Sarge, it can't. Oh, 7, 8 hours and that's 7, 8. I understand. Designer, hello, Desi, my man. What are you saying? Get yourself in the fucking Discord channel. Do you think? I have always loved that PvP set from the head and shoulder. Yeah, so that was the Dreadful set, and you could actually craft this in Mr. Pandora. You crafted these items. I'm going to go ahead and say 8, because I agree with you, Sarge. Very good. However, the only thing letting it down at the moment is the fact the belt is it's a bit techie. The belt is a bit techie, and everything else here is quite Nerubian. I have to also say, you're looking at some very like intricate shoulders and helmet, but then their gloves, it's a bit too, not plain, but they're a bit too like solid gemstone. Everything else is very like intricate. You know what I mean? So I'm going to have to give you an 8 there. Yeah, the belt mog kind of stands out a bit too much. Color matching, I'd say everything works, but the belt. The belt is a bit too grey here. You kind of have the grey bits here to match this, but also you have no solid, no deep blue here in the belt. So the belt is a bit too much of a standout. But Roach, you're so right. They tried to match the eye glow with the belt. I understand. Yes, that makes sense. So I'm thinking the color matching is good, but you just have the one part that's a bit too out. So Despot, I'm going to say, I think Sarge are being a bit too. I think Sarge would be a bit too harsh. Weapons can be a little bit off with the color because they're weapons. It makes sense for that. The legs are dark. I do get that, but the colors of everything, it kind of works. It works as if because of this separation here. I'd say if the belt was the same as like the chest and the gloves, it would be worse. But I'm gonna say not quite 6, but I will say 7 because this shade of blue here in the middle is different to this shade. This shade is a bit too dark. This shade is a bit too light, and then this bit's very dark. So I'd say we're looking at maybe a 7 here. Cool pieces wise, I'm going to give you some points for cool pieces. I think that these two, I think the helmet is very cool, and it's hard to mog that helmet. I think the shoulders are good as well, so I'm going to go and give you a 2 because I like both the shoulders and the helmet. What do we think, chat? Same? Would you agree? Set pieces, looking good. So I'm going to give you a point because there's no set pieces. The swords are cool. Swords are cool. For me personally, the only reason I'm not giving it to the swords is because I know how you acquire the swords. I know that how you acquire them is not that cool. So I have to not give you the point now. But if you make it through the set pieces, instead of being disqualified, you'll get 1 point. Originality is very original. I'd say it's very original. I would say, originality-wise, it's very different. But my only gripe is that it looks too much like you are just wearing the Dreadful set. Because the Dreadful set looks a lot like this, it's not too different. But you have used a lot of other pieces to make it look like the Dreadful set, which I think is original. You tried to use the belt. Belt looks so good, but I think it's still a good attempt. I'm going to give you, I think so. Started with the 9 on the originality. I think it's a very original set, really. The only problem is I've actually seen these kind of sets before, and so I can't, within my deep soul, give it a very good original score. But I will give you an 8 because I see what you've done and I like it. I'm just going to quickly double check and see if you put a mount. Oh yeah, Desi, you have your entry. I see it. I was going to quickly check and see if Despa put any more entries in with the mount, but he has not. So this is it. So no mount, no pet, no toy. This is where we're at. Cool. Is it a good set? Well, if you scored the same as Obli, it must be pretty decent. So, oh, Dean. Oh, Dean's here. Right, stream's going off. Yeah, see the Dreadful set everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I think, originality-wise, it's a good attempt, but I can't put a big score on it. All right. Good job. Next. We'll be here forever if we talk too much about sets, but we'll move on. Now, we've got a Loch Tender. We know Loch Tender. He's often in the chat. Now, let's have a look here. So this is the set. Okay. Option. Look. Tender. Theme. What do we... Now, unfortunately, I'm not too sure what theme we're looking at here. Like some sort of blood troll theme. I think that's not too bad. And unfortunately, I feel like the helmet is a bit too different. It's kind of like, I think these parts are just too different, Loch Tender. Now, I think we need to evaluate how different the shoulders and the heads are and the belt are to the pants, to the boots, and to the head. Now, you could get away with the markings. You could definitely get away with the markings. But I think thematically, do we think it's on theme? Do you think all of these things are on theme? Because you've got some blue glows here. We have a very kind of like light reddy purple on the helmet. And then you have these like dark burnt edges with the legs. But then you have this like kind of very blocky, very kind of like cartoony shoulders and hands. So it's kind of, I'm unsure. Then you have these like rocky boots. So I think the rockiness of the boots kind of matches here, but not enough because these are kind of like the grey. Desi, you can whack in a pet and a mount right now. You can whack it in right now and I'll take it into consideration. Just let me know you've done it and I'll do it. I'll look at it. So thematically, I can't really figure out the theme. Move the camera? Where? Oh shit, yeah, fuck. Where do I... Oh yeah, okay, I'll move it. Bear with me. No, actually, do you know what I'll do? I'll just move this. That makes sense. Good spot, good spot. Sorry chaps. There we go. Okay. So thematically, I'm gonna have to give you a 5. I'm sorry. You know what, I'm not fucking sorry. It's my fucking raid. I mean, my thing. Colour matching. The body of your troll is too blue. I can't say that the colour matches very well. Now, you have this dark black. Do you know what? He's also shown the back of it, which kind of saves it a little bit because you have the blue tentacles that come off the back there. So seeing the blue tentacles, it matches the skin tone very well. So that's very good. But my gripe with this is purely the fact that... also, we'll open this link to the weapon. It's the fact that the pants are too dark. The pants and the boots are so dark compared to everything else. It's a stark contrast. And this is too orange. The sword is too orange. Yeah, I don't think I can give it a high grade. I'm going to have to give it a 5 again. Cool pieces. I do really like the sword. I do think the sword is cool. Cool. The sword is neat. And you use the primal fire, which really goes with the orange of the sword. So I'll give you a point for the sword. What do we think, chat? Any other cool pieces? Them toes. Yeah, go on. I'll say that the toes are worth a cool point. Yeah, go on. Let's do that. From the back, it kind of goes hard. Yeah, it goes a lot harder. But I think, honestly, all he needed to do was change the shoulders and the hands to something dark. Genuinely. Tentacle at the back really works better. All he needed to do was change the shoulders and the hands, and you would have been onto, and maybe the belt, you would have been onto a much better winner. The only trouble as well is look at that belt back bit. That doesn't match. So, 5 for that, 5 for the colour matching. Set pieces, well done. You haven't had to do that. Originality, very original. I think it's very original. The tentacles with the back and the colour, that's very original. I haven't seen that before. I am going to give them a high grade on the originality. I think an 8. Trouble is, do you know what? I'll give you a 9 because it is a very original set. Very original. You think max originality? You think a full 10, Crouchy? You think a full 10? I think I might give a full 10 for the originality. You know, you're right. I'm easily swayed. Now, was there a mount or anything like that? Let me just have a check. I don't think so. No. Fine. Let's move on. Lock tender. Thank you very much. Desi. Let's have a look at Desi. Grab that. No. Alright. Take it in, chat. What do we think? Now, Desi, have you put any mounts in the chat since then? Let's have a look. Oh, no. But you could do if you wanted to. Oh, I'm seeing some new entries and they look good. Alright, we're just going to have to go with the Mog. So what do we think? The Mog? It's looking very on theme. Easily give it a 10. No joke. Easily a 10. Classic and current pieces. Yeah, the shoulders, banging. Instantly a cool point for the shoulders. The Scythe of a Hoon, instantly another cool point for the shoulders. Super good. Now, unfortunately, the res of the image is quite low and we're not in proper sunlight. Now, I think colour matching, from what I can kind of see, it does look very matchy-matchy. It does look like it all matches. I kind of think that the gloves are a bit too brown. They're a bit too brown for the set. Actually, we can have a look at this. I can see this. Because I know where it's from. Is these hands, is it not? Or these. It'll be one of these two. Or was it? I think it might be PvP? I think it might be PvP? Nah, I don't think it's PvP. So either these hands or these hands. And even if it's the darker version, fuck. Even if it's a darker version, I think it would still be kind of brown. So we're in the light a little bit too much. If you send me a message and it's a last minute screenshot of this in better lighting, I think I can give you a better score. But colour matching wise, everything else does match quite well. Now the reason I'm not giving you a 10 for the colour matching is because of the gloves. So I will give you a 9. So it all does work very well. Do you know what? I'm going to score you down 1 point as well. See now. Right, let's have a look. Oh, yeah, okay. Open it. So, now looking. The gloves. Oh, okay, the brown kind of goes with the belt, actually. Oh, we have a different shoulder. I didn't even notice that, you know. In the light, it looks... We're able to see a little bit more. We can see a little bit better. So it is a little bit more matchy. However, now... I'm starting to think that maybe the shoulder's a bit too dark compared to this shoulder here. I'm being too critical, I think. Now, all right, this has saved it. This has saved it. I would have scored you down 1 more because I was thinking the gloves and the fact you don't have a helmet. Now, are those heroic set from season 2? Yes, I think they are. That is the heroic set trousers, so that's good. I'm going to keep you at a 9 only because I would have liked to have seen a helmet. Because we have no helmet, it kind of sticks out a little bit. And you're a night elf. So true. Imagine being a night elf male. Sorry, Desi. But I think these shoulders actually go really well on the right hand side. This is a cool piece, so it's like, yeah, good. But I think it's a bit too dark, and it's taken in 100p. So true. So I'm gonna keep you at 9 now. Now, what is going on here? Just fuck off. Piss off. Set pieces, done well. You only have 1, 2 pieces from the set. I like that. So you go through. Originality. We are seeing a very typical dark blue frosty set. It is on theme. It is different. We're seeing a set with pieces that we haven't seen a lot of. Obviously, we saw these 2 pieces very recently, but it's just the chest, it's just the legs. It's okay. I like the legs. I think the legs are cool. I like the original. I like using these hands. They're fucking sick hands. That's why I use them. And I like this. I think it's very original. Using the scythe of a hoon as well. So original. I have not seen that. So, I'm going to score you. I'm going to score you 10. Because I've already put it in. But I think, realistically, it's not too original because we are looking at just a typical frosty Death Knight set. Oh, I've got to do it. I'm dropping you down to 9. It's a nice mog. But original wise, it's not too different to something we normally see. But good. So, we have no mount. We have no mount, no toy, no pet. So we can't put any points towards there. So Desi is sitting at 31 points, which is very good. Good shit. Well done. Next. Let's get up there. Let's get back up there. Got lots of entries to get through. Next. We've got Dean. Oh. We've got Deanie Boy. Deanie Beanie. Now, you couldn't have taken this photo further away, Dean, could have you? Could you? Yeah, no, it's hard to find something new, but it's hard now. I need to find something new, but it's hard now. But you should be proud because you're currently in first place. So, Dean, this photo, it's all right. However, what's going on with the trousers? Oh. What's going on with the trousers thing? No, do you know what? It's fine. Right. Go back to it. Go back to it. I was looking for not for long, I guess. I will take your trousers off. PvP from WOD. Oh, what's that? The trousers. Are they actually? That's to make you get your glasses on. Yeah, I'll just get your fucking dick out. I mean, it's not hard. Now, okay, it's a good set though. Same shade as the shirt. And it is. But I feel like you need... This is too stark black, dude. This is Stoob's too stark black. I say we need to have some light going on here. Because it's very good. Got good hands. Good feet. And the shoulders. Obviously they're good. Because they... Yes, Wesky, you can. Just delete your old message and then put your new one in. It looks good. It does look good. Now, I think the saving grace is that the skin colour of your night elf is quite dark. So it kind of makes it fit. And the black of the tabard does save it. I can see this. What's this? I can see some, like, little shoulder pieces there. And they're kind of greenish. Do you agree? It looks a little bit... I think it's the tabard. I think it might be the tabard. But it matches really well with Thunder Fury. It does. I do like it. And the belt is very black as well. So, I think you best go Dean. Right, hold on. Dean. I'm trying to write my name. Dean. Thematically, what theme are we going for here? I think theme-wise, it's all very thematic of themselves. The only trouble is the legs being so black and so not there. The belt not being really there because it's just black. It's a black marker. Same with like the shirt, the chest. It's very difficult to really see much. But their helmet, even though it's low poly and everything else is high poly, does actually really go. So with the Thunder Fury as well, that does really go. However, we're looking at a little bit of purple, and the purple we're thinking, where else is there purple? I think it was. Is this Power Torrent? The enchant? Just checking my phone. And I'm unsure where else there is a bit of purple. But I think thematically, they all team with each other. I do think that it all fits together, apart from legs. Oh, it's Kronos. I didn't get that. Did I ever get that? I don't think I ever got that one. I'm going to give you a high rating for the theme. But only thing is, it's letting you down. It's the legs and the belt and the shirt. The legs and the belt and the chest. If I had seen some sort of like silvery shit from that, I would have given you a 10 on the theme because I like it. I think it's good. Colour matching. I think you're going to know where this is going. Very good colour matching everywhere, apart from the legs and the chest. The dark black. Can't get behind it. If it was a dark black chest and you had the legs, it's just the legs. It's just the legs and the belt. If you had a cool white belt and a cool white legs and a black chest, I would have seen past it. I would have never even noticed. If it's a black gloves here, it would have matched. I would never have noticed. It would be, yeah, it'd be a 10 on the legs. It would be, Sarge. But because you have many pieces here that all match, and you've managed to make Thunder Fury work, I'm going to give you that. Now, here we go. I'm going to give you 2 points. Actually, I'm going to give you 3 points for cool pieces. Because you have... Do you know what? Oh, actually, do you know what would go really well? The legs from the set. It would have been banging. And I've got this. I've got it. Yeah, that would have been good. At least the belt would have been unreal. I would have said. But back to it. So, then 4 piece of the set. Oh, that's so true. That's so fucking true. That is so fucking true. Alright. But anyway, you have 2 Thunder Furies, so definitely giving you 2 points for that. Then you have the Tabard of... Is that the Tabard of Battle? I think it is the Tabard of Battle, right? I'm going to give you a point for that too. So, 3 there. Set pieces. Going to make it. Originality. I think it's very original. I think it's fucking unreal, actually, originality-wise. So I'm going to give you a 10. I think it's very original. I have not seen something like this on a DK before. I've seen it on a Warrior. I've never seen one of DK. So I am definitely going to give you full points for originality. But this is where you could actually have swept if you had some better legs. It would have been unreal. But I'm being too generous with my points. I'm currently on my phone since I'm at work, but if I put in the image I saved from Wild Armory, would that be acceptable? It would, definitely. Get yourself in there. Get in there. Okay. Now, no mount, no pet, no toy. We're sitting at 30 points for Dean. The pants I wanted, I can't get anymore. Stop complaining, Dean. Heard it the first time. No, all good. But there's got to be, surely there's got to be something you could have had there. I want to add in a new... Oh, fuck. I want to add in a new category. I'm going to add in a new category. Just because Dean... Just because of Dean's thing. Letdown pieces. Hazardous Mog. What this is... Okay. Is you're wearing something that's letting you down. You're wearing something that looks like shit. And if you are, it's going to go towards reducing your points down. I had nothing. I have nothing. So don't worry about that. Despa. You had those. You had that belt. Look tender. I forgot. But you're not winning anyway, so we're going to put you at 0. Desi. It was the... There was nothing. Nope, there wasn't anything for Desi, so that's 0. 0, 0. And then Dean, your legs and your shirt. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Okay. Do we think that's fair? Do we think that's fair? Do we think that's fair? Okay. I think that's fair. And if you complain, fuck off. I'm joking. Moving on. Lao. Okay. Bit of a low poly image here. We can do our best with it. I'm going to add a new category. Low poly images. Let's go Lao. Alright, so theme. Very thematical. I love it. I wish I could turn it around and have a look. Lao, if you're watching, send me your armory so I can have a proper look at it. But it's fucking good. It's fucking good. I like this a lot. The more I look at it, the better it becomes. Now, the only thing letting it down for me personally is the enchant. It's so bright that I can't really see a lot. But I do think this is fucking good. Thematically wise, everything is the same theme. They've really done well here, actually. You've got these pieces. I can't tell if any of this is from a set. I don't think it is. But it's, yeah, so solid. The chainmail under here goes with the chainmail there. You see that? The little scaly boys there? Goes with that quite well. This kind of looks like chainmail. Am I wrong? I don't think I am. Obli's literally never wrong. But this kind of looks like chainmail as well. Then you have like the off grey black from there. Off grey black, off grey black, off grey black, off grey black here, off grey black there. Amazing. This is a super good mog. 10 on the theme. Now, the only thing letting it down for me personally is the weapons. The weapons and the enchant. The weapons are so low poly. It's not really giving for me. The weapons are a bit too low poly, and the weapons are a little bit too different. I'd say color matching wise, I would give this a good score for color matching, but Dean, you are right. This is slightly too dark. I mean, it kind of works because it goes dark with the shoulders into the hand there, but the weapons. I don't think the weapons match as well as you could match them. So the weapon enchant is too bright, doesn't match, but the actual weapons themselves are too orange and too bright beige. You have the horns here, not a single thing other than they share the same color shade with the horns. So I'm actually going to have to drop 2 points because you've got the enchant and the weapons. So we're looking at 8 for that. Strong contender though. Cool pieces. The helmet's pretty cool. You like the angular cut on the older weapons? I don't know. For me, unless the rest of the set has it, I don't know. A white enchant to match the helm, 100%, 100% Rochi. Such a good shout. I would have agreed. Cool pieces wise, I do like the chain, and I think the helmet is really cool. And look how it like separates from the hood, and it's like floating. That's cool, right? I like that. I'll give you a 1 for the cool pieces there. Set pieces. Somebody's gonna have to forgive me here because I don't think he's wearing any set pieces, or wearing too many set pieces. I think he's wearing enough. Because these are paladin hands. Maybe paladin boots, or maybe reverend dress. No, not reverend dress. They're definitely like paladin boots or something like that. And then you've got the dragonflight shoulders, like the emissary shoulders with the tabard there, also from dragonflight. There's no belt going on, but it kind of works a bit because he's very roby. So I'll do that. But set pieces, you pass. Originality. This is very original. This is very original. And it doesn't look very Death Knighty, other than like the kind of plasma skull in the hood. So I think it's very original. Like, I might have to give this a max mark on originality. I'm gonna have to start being harsher. Everyone's gonna do loads. But I'm giving you a max mark on originality there. So good, using some pieces which are really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Hazardous Mog. I am going to drop you 1 point for the weapons being just too low poly, too different. But I think also the enchant's doing you in. I think I might have to drop you another point for the enchants. So, Lao, no mount, no pet, no toy. If you'd have done a pet, a mount, a toy, and got good points on all of them, you may actually have been overtaking Desi with your Mog, because it's very good. But unfortunately you didn't. I did say you could. And I did say you could. I did say it wouldn't matter too much, because it's only like 1, 2, 3 points. But at the moment, we're looking at Desi still up front. Alright. Well done, Lau. Next up. Achilles. Take it in chat while I write it down. Achilles. Very high res image. Thank you. Very thank you for that. High res image. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in a little bit on that bit there. Very good. Loading phase 4. Thank you very much for the prime. You little legend. I love you so much. I'll give you a kiss. Anyway, move back. Move out. Get out. Get out of the way. What do we think, chat? This is pretty cool. This is like a Kill Bill meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Buffy the Blood Troll Slayer. Smash. Or pass. Smash. Theme. I don't think the braces match at all. But I do think we have a pretty decent theme going on. I like the chains. The chains kind of match like the bone and the chain in here. So yeah, I'll give you that. And like the spikes there, kind of matching the spikes here. I think you're copping out by not putting shoulders on. Like one shoulder at least would have been good here. The blue eyes. Also, Death Knights can change eyes now. We can do that. The braces actually only match because of the green bit here, but I don't think the green bit matches at all anyway. I think we should not have the green bit here. We shouldn't have the green bit here or here, and we should have found something maybe different. Let me see. Like I would say something like. Oh, do you know what? That would have been good. No, let's move on. We want swords. We want some katanas. We want some katanas. Or some bleeding katanas. Oh, I don't have any. That'd have been alright. Oh, damn. Look at that. That's fucking sick. Anyway. Maybe. Oh. Skeletal longsword. Skeletal longsword would have been good. Or Wicked Mithril Blade. You just have to craft that. There you go. One from the trading post would have been perfect too. Which one is that? Hanzo Sword. This would have been amazing too. Something like that. And you would have actually dubbed hard. Oh, calm. No, stop. So thematically wise, it's a good theme. It's a good theme. But I think your braces and the fact you have no shoulder, and your katana's being green when only like this tiny part of your brace are, I'm gonna have to give you an 8 because everything else works, but then half your Mog does. That was the red. There's a red katana. Where did I see that from? Where did you get that mine from? Mine? What mine? Okay, moving on. Color matching. I'd say on. Oh fucking hell! Oh Dean, that's much better. That is much better. It's too fucking late. Let me mode on. Oh no, I actually. Hold on a second. How do I? There we go. Dean wants us to see his one very quickly, just to make up for his effort last time. Dean's new Mog. That's much better. That would have been better. This is too white though, and too plain. But it is better. It is better. It is definitely better, and it's in the sunlight. Thank God. But we're at least 2 below now. Can't go back. Can't go back. Where'd you get that mine from? Yeah. Matter, I'm so sorry. I don't understand what you're saying. Last time I was in an alley. Yeah, you love being in an alley, you little sexual demon. Anyway, color matching. So I'm kind of gonna do the same thing as. Actually, do you know what? I'll put the theme up to 9 with the theme because the theme is all on theme. Yeah, fine. But because we don't really have much more color matching wise, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna put you in 8. Rochi, I'm having a look. Oh yeah, Rochi brings up a very good point. This would have been good. Some of these. That would have worked quite well. The cartooniness of these would have kind of matched like the more modern parts of the set. But I'm not into not using a lot of Mogs. Because we don't have any shoulders here, we don't have any gloves either, we're just rocking a bracer. And we don't have any helmets. I feel like it's almost cheating. We're almost getting away with too much. So, cool pieces. There are no cool pieces in this set for me. Set pieces. You get away with this. Originality. It's pretty original. But I'm not blown away by it. And I'm going to go with a head and probably just give you an 8 for originality because I don't really know too much. It's not screaming out to me. I'm sorry. I can't help the way that I feel. I just think it's an 8 for originality. Hazardous Mog. Your braces and your katana do let you down because they're green and nothing else is. We have no mount. We have no pet. We have no toy. I'm sorry. I hope you don't hate me for this, but Achilles, I can't. Your set is unfortunately rated a little bit low. We're at 24. Right. I do think the belt is a little bit cool, but not cool enough to get a point. Moving on. Let's check how much music. Oh, right. That's right, moving on. This is going to take fucking ages. We're going to be here for ages, chat. You better strap in. We're not even halfway through. God. We're going to have to make this a bit quicker. Do you know what is actually Achilles had 3 hearts reactions from people in the Discord, and he's rated the lowest. Oh no, look, it's the lowest. Okay. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at these! Look at these! Look at these! Now, if you can put your Transmog things in the light, I would be very thankful. But here we go. We have test subject. 00. Theme. Chat, look at this. Chat, look at this. It's good, right? I like this. Theme is pretty on point. Lovely helmet. Everything matches really nicely with this set. The only trouble is, it's not in the light. And with it not being in the light, it's difficult to tell if something is in if the shade is correct or not. But I know for a fact these hands do not match these shoulders in the appropriate light. These are a way lighter shade. So I'm thinking you're trying to pull the wool over my eyes here. And that's why I did it in such bad lighting. So I wouldn't know. But I do know. And I also know this chest piece is very light as well. Now these shoulders, this is a very light blue and a very dark rim. And I think the only dark rim part is this bit that would really match it. And this bit of the legs. However, it does look cool. I think the shoulders don't go. But I think it is thematically good. I also think that the gloves are too like blocky and just too different. They will be definitely too light in the light as well compared to everything else in the set. Maybe the boots, but I'm going to have to mark you down because it's taken in such poor lighting. So thematically, I'll give you a good. I think I'm going to give you a 9 for the theme score. I can't see the weapon as well, and for not being able to see the weapon. It's a bit annoying. So I'm going to mark you down on the theme because I have no idea if your weapon's on theme. All I can see is this bit, and this bit definitely is not on theme. Colour matching, again, I know what parts of these pieces don't go with each other. I'm like the Asmongold of DK. And I don't think, colour matching wise, I'm going to have to mark it down. Luckily for you, you haven't just used a green shoulder and like a blue belt or something like that. So it can't be too far down. It would just talking shades. Cool pieces. No real cool pieces. No real cool pieces here. Nothing here is a cool piece in my opinion. So I'm going to give you a 0. Set pieces. You pass. There's no set pieces. Why don't you have the IRL DK theme? Or that's so fucking true. I wish I had a DK Transmog right now. I wish I had a Lich King helmet that I could put on right now. Sadly, I don't. I have just a Mage Mog. I'm the Wizard of Mog. What can I say? Originality. It's not very original. It's very normal DK set. Very just the Snowy Frost matches the theme of DK, but it's not very original. So again, I think if I gave Desi a high, was it Desi? Or Despa such a high score for original. Somebody. But I gave somebody a high score and they were using like the frosty stuff, and so originality was a bit low. So here I'm going to give you a similar score, but I'm going to give you an 8 because I've just seen somebody with a very similar mog. That is pretty bad. Hazardous mog wise, I'm going to give you a -1 because of their weapon. I can't see it. I have no idea. Now, no mount, but we have a pet. I think the pet's pretty cool. I like that pet. And that cool pet doesn't count towards cool pieces. Actually, yeah, it can if I'm particularly impressed by the pet. I'm not particularly impressed. I just think the pet is cool. But I'd say the colour of the pet doesn't really match the mog. Maybe kind of matches the shoulders somewhat, but not amazingly. But it's too green to match really. So I will only give you 1 point for the pet. I would give you 1 point for having a pet and it being somewhat of a DK pet. It's from ICC. I would have given you 2 points if it matched the colours. Toy, no toy. So the grand total is 24 for test subject. Moving on. Thank you very much for your entry. Let's go. Next. Typhus. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. How is that for an entry? Perfect lighting. Lovely. Lovely resolution. Very nice. Let's get all up in there. Let's get all up in there. Typhus. Alright. Theme. This is quite thematical. Necromancer. You've got the pet, you've got the ghoul. Ghoul in there. Like, this is, yeah, actual lich. Yeah, on God, dude. This is the lich from fucking... Oh, stop it. Lower down, lower down, lower down. Let me find. Good thing you said that. That's fine. Are they really? Oh, there you go. Oh, wow. Dude. Look at that. I'm going to cry. That is insane. This typist has pulled it, not just out the bag. He's put it so far out the bag, he's... I don't know. He's just done well. Fuck off. Look at that. So you've got the Mog there. Very nice lighting. Everything. Mate, this is the front runner. And look at that. It is literally the Lich from Adventure Time. So let's get like a good look at the... Let's get a good look at the Mog. Because this will do for the thing. Right. Theme. All very, very together. Works very well. I think the purple's a bit odd, but I know what you've done to try and offset the fact that these are purple. The green glow of the side of the shoulders and the spikies here go with the eyes and go with the runes really nicely. It also goes with the green of the belt there, so that all ties in really well. We have the robe, which luckily for you, the Son of Clapped Monstrosities made every single one of those ghouls look better than your mum. So don't even talk. The robe from the... This is... where's this from? This is this one. Where is it? It's the set... Is it from Shadowlands? Is it from Shadowlands or is it from the Trading Post? I should be able to see this. Because I should have it. You are mum. I definitely have this. There it is, yeah. So it's kind of like this one, but it's a different one of these colours. Yeah. There you go. So you have the chest there. Then you have the helmet there. You don't have the glove. You actually have different gloves. But it looks great. Does look really good. The shoulders, obviously being new shoulders, the poly matches. I love the gloves. The gloves are don't know, but I think I probably maybe would know if I saw them. But I think it all matches really well. Now the only thing is that it's these fucking roses. The purple roses on the thingy just really are strange. They kind of don't really belong too much. But I also love the beard. I think the beard, it just all matches so well. It's such a high IQ Mog. It's such an intelligent Mog, dude. I'm going to go to 10 on that thing. Because the roses, albeit annoying, they kind of go a little bit because the shoulders go. Like, it makes sense. But because this scythe goes so well with the Mog as well, and they make the roses work, 10 on the thing. Chat, 10 on the thing. How could you possibly give you any less than that? 10 on the thing. Colour matching. I'm going to give you a 9, but I would have given you a 10. But it's just the purple just standing out a little bit too much. It just makes it a little bit like weird. And these shoes are quite a light colour. I'm not going to ignore that. The shoes are the only thing that make me go like, oh, really? Does that go? Because I understand you've done the shoes because these are quite like a light silverish. Wait, hold on. I need to restart my music. There we go. Yes. Death and Decay. Happy Pride Month. Yeah. Colour matching 9, just because the purple's a bit coming out of nowhere. And you've had to do it though, and it's worked. Cool pieces. Shoulders are cool. Shoulders are hella cool. I'm gonna give you a point. I want to give you a point for the scythe. The colour of the scythe is not great, but it is cool. I'm going to give you a point for the set. I'm going to... What do we think, chat? I'm going to put this in your hands. Should we give him more than 1 point for cool pieces? Is there anything else about the set that's cool other than the shoulders? Because I think the shoulders are cool. I think the hood is pretty cool. I'm gonna think on it because we're gonna go through all the other categories and there's gonna be many categories where he's gonna get points. Originality 10. That's such an original Mog. Like the shoulder is the current trade post. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. 10 on originality. That is a very original Mog, and it's very. I think it's great. I think it's good. Hazardous Mog. I'm going to take a point off for the roses. Mount. Amazing mount. That goes swimmingly. But it's not just a good mount that goes. The colour matches. The colour matches everything else. Apart from the ghoul. I think the ghoul could look better. What ghoul have we got here? This is the blue ghoul. Lets it down. So I'm going to give you a 2 for the mount, because the mount goes, and thematically it goes, colour-wise it goes. Honestly, I think it with a more green side would look better. Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm sticking out with just the 9, the colour matching. Pet. Pet is cool. But the pet's colour doesn't really go. The pet's colour kind of goes with your ghoul, but your ghoul doesn't have the right colour anyway. Yeah, Rochi, so right. Glyph of the Geist, and you would have dubbed. I would have actually given you a cool point for your ghoul. Toy. We don't have a toy. I would have actually given you a ghoul point. But I am going to give you a cool point for your Risen Skulker. Wait, yeah. It's a Skulker. That's cool. You look like you have an army of minions. You look like a proper Necromancer. You look like a real Lich. So, on God. We're currently taking it right now. Very fucking good Mog. Very good Mog. Moving on. Scroll back. Got lots to get through, lots to do. Vox. Now, it would have been nice if all the screenshots could be like this. I'd be horny, but we have to get what we're given. It's so low poly that it's making my eyes hurt. But theme, I like it. I like the theme. I think some bits work. Now, unfortunately, it is your fault that the image is bad poly. So I'm going to have to act as if it's this poly. And because it's this way, the boots really don't match. The boots are just too different of a shade. I love the swords. But I don't love the swords in this set. I think these are some of the coolest swords to ever grace the earth. But I think they are too black here to match. Because you don't have any black on your set other than the inside of your skirt. Otherwise, everything's like a light grey. The shoulders, the chest, the belt, the legs. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. But, unfortunately, the helmet isn't black enough to offset for the swords. Thematically, this is a great themed set. There's enough fire here and here that's pretty cool, but there's not enough fire. So, theme-wise, I'm going to say you have a good theme going on, but I wouldn't say that it's a perfect theme. I'm going to give it an 8. And more fire, maybe. I think the bottom of these look really cool. Maybe if you had a mount or a pet, you could have really swayed me a bit more. Colour matching, again, I think the shoulders, the chest, the legs, they go real nice. The helmet doesn't go enough. The eyes do, but the actual cloth and the grey in the armour doesn't. I can't see the gloves. I can't see any gloves or any braces. And I know, and these boots don't go. So I'm going to give you a 7 in the colour matching. You've done really well with the shoulders and really well with the chest and the legs. But that's it. Everything else doesn't go. The deep red in the eyes up here doesn't go enough. I think they kind of goes with here. But I'm looking for some fire there. I feel like some fire there would do well. But it doesn't go enough. They all look good, but not enough. Cool pieces. I'm going to give you 2 points for the swords because I love both of those swords. That's it though. I don't think I could give you anything else because nothing else is really very cool. Set pieces, you pass. Originality, it's an original set. What do we think? Originality wise, I think it is an original set. It's pretty cool. But I'm not swept away by it. I think how original it is, like a fire lich, it's quite cool. But it's nothing like screaming. I'm going to give you an 8 for originality. I feel like you tried quite hard. Maybe I might be being too pissy. I'm going to give you a 9. Being too harsh. Hazardous Mog. Yeah, your boots are hazardous. And I can't see your gloves. So I'm going to have to give you a -2. I'm going to presume we don't have anything on the back, which is fine because you've only sent this one screenshot. But mount, pet, nothing. Oh, shit. 0, 0, I'm afraid. So you're sitting at 25. I think if we had some better boots and better gloves, and maybe just a better screenshot, I'd have felt better. The Vox, there you go. Oh shit! I'm a cunt. He did do the mount. I'm a horrible person. Now that actually does make things different. The mount is cool and it matches really well, so you will definitely get 2 points for that. It looks a lot better in the light here. This mog looks so much better in the light here. I'm going to change your hazardous mog to just 1 and I'll keep it at the boots. But then again, I still can't see the gloves. So I'm going to have to just keep it at, yeah, I'm going to have to do that. But obviously offset by the cool mount. Color matching wise, I might give you, no, we're going to leave it. I feel the way I feel. I think you could be on par with, like, maybe I could bump you up color matching 1 more because it's the only thing that... No, I'm not, sir. I can't see gloves. We're leaving it. Good job, Box. Alright. Attila. Damn! That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool mog. Now, I'm starting to get real annoyed about seeing a very common theme here. Very common theme going on here with these molten sets. Attila. Theme. It's pretty on theme. Dead Black Hand. That is quite, yeah, it is cool. I do think that is pretty cool. We have the gloves, the belt, and the boots from the same set, but that's fine. This 3 was good. I'm going to say that thematically it's pretty decent. I'd say the red from in here is slightly too off shade, but everything else really works. It is pretty good, but the only trouble is the deep red here, only goes with its own set. It's only going with its own sets. The other pieces that you put in, the deep red doesn't really go with like the bright red here and the bright red there. So I'm going to give this on theme. It's a very good thematical. I'm going to give it a 10 for theme because it's, I would say arguably this is a better Molten Lich King set than what we've just seen before. I'd say this is cooler. Colour matching, I'm going to give you a 9 for colour matching because everything does match apart from these dark reds. Doesn't match as much. Cool pieces, I'm going to give you 1 cool piece for the black hand weapon. Sick. Very nice. And you pass for the set. No problem to set that. Oh, I'm going to drop you down 1, sorry. I'm going to give you 8 because this molten bit here only goes with these 3. Nothing else. The belt, I don't think it goes with the belt. So I'm going to drop you down a point for that as well because I feel like you need to have some more molten somewhere. But it only being in the shoulders and the helmet, which are its own set, and then the black hand, I don't think is enough to get this colour matching going. So I'm going to drop you down by 1 point now. Originality. This is not your fault, but you are not the first to do a molten set. Now, I'm going to have to put you down to 7 on originality because we've had so many molten sets already. You did see in the chat, you could have scrolled up. Hazardous Mog. I am not going to give you any Hazardous Mog points because I think everything kind of does work. I'm so tempted to give you a Hazardous Mog point for your chest. So tempted, but I'm not going to. Now, Attila, I'm looking to see if maybe you put a mount last minute, but can't see any. I'm also scrolling through and I'm seeing a lot more molten sets. Oh, it's not boding well. Everything does match well though, you are right, Rochi. No mount, no pet, no toy. You leave you with the grand total of 27. But it is a good mog. It's just not original enough. I'm tempted to even drop 1 more. No, leave it. Next. Banger. Next. Mad Bogan. So, I like the way that they've set this up. Make it easier for me to see. I like that. What? How it's holding its thing quite interestingly. Very good. So, Mad Bogan. Sure. Mad Bogan. Theme. Now, we've seen something quite similar before. Unfortunately, it means I'm going to mark the originality points down. But I think it's all right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop, 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 stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, whoa, what the fuck? What? Bogan. Is the boots 5? No, boots is not 5. I didn't think so. Boots is from Dragonfly. But we have 4 pieces. We have 4 pieces from the same set. Which means we're going to have to disqualify you. Now, we will still rate it, but you're disqualified. Damn, he did like you disqualified. Shut the fuck up, Gizmo. Alright? Don't bring that up. Let's go. So, theme-wise, decent theme. The helmet doesn't go. Helmet really doesn't go. The Argus Scythe also doesn't go because they've got this orange bit here. But thematically, is there a theme going on? Can't distinguish the theme very well. I'm going to give you a 7. The theme, I'm actually going to give you a 6. Colour matching. I think the boots match really well, but I can't really say much else does because everything's a set. The Argus Scythe, the helmet, the shoulders, they don't go. So I'm going to give you 5. Colour matching. Because I can't really judge it properly because it's a full set. Cool pieces. I don't really find anything in there cool. The Argus Scythe is cool, but it doesn't match. So it's not cool in my eyes because it doesn't match. I'm so sorry. Set pieces. Disqualified. Now, originality. Not an original set. Got to mark it down instantly because it's not original. We've seen this before. It's literally one of the first sets we had. I'm gonna. Oh, it was Desi that had the cool one. I'm gonna have to give you 7 on originality because I see what you're trying to do, and I like that you've tried, but can't say that you've succeeded. You shot for the stars. You've thrown a rock at the ground. You still missed, but it's fine. It's fine. I love you nonetheless. You're still a good person. Hazardous Mog, your helmet, your shoulders, and the side. Basically, everything that isn't part of the set that you put on has marked you down. I'll give you 1 because Invincible is there. Invincible is cool. So we'll give you 1 point for Invincible. No toy, no pair. I don't know. I can't say that Invincible really goes with this set. It's a very bright set. This is the only part of the colour that I'd say would go with Invincible. But it's pretty on par. I wouldn't say it's on par enough for me to go, yes, and get hard. So I'm going to keep you with 1 point amount, which brings you to a total of 16. Moving on. Maybe I can make this just a tad bit bigger. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. Moving on. Next set. We have Wabs. Wow. Check this out. Oh. Now, Wabs has also provided us a mount, which I think is pretty cool. It's also given an alternative view, but I don't need the alternative view. This is enough. What do we think, chat? Shadow Boy 1001. What are you saying? Big man. Here we go. You're either going to get roasted or you're going to have a good time. So let's put you down. So, theme. Very on theme. This is a very cool theme. I like this. It's very, very DK. All the pieces are very thematical with each other. They match quite well. I do think the shoulder is a little bit out of place though, because this is kind of like very spirity oozing, but nothing else really is. I do like the weapons. The Slayer of the Lifeless, very cool. That is kind of saving the shoulder. I do know what you mean, Rochi. I do. I think this shoulder, something's not clicking. Something's not clicking with the shoulder. So I'm going to give you a 9. I also don't like that we don't have a helmet. I love helmets. I need all the pieces, and it makes me feel good. But let me just double check. We have 1, 2 pieces, 1, 2 pieces, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. Fine. Works. Set pieces. You pass. Good job. Cool pieces. I like Slayer of the Lifeless. I think Slayer of the Lifeless is cool. Stars, that's literally why I said that. I think Slayer of the Lifeless is good. But there's only one issue with the Slayer of the Lifeless. It's slightly too tingy green. I'm not on crack when I say this. This is slightly too tingy green. Do you know what I mean? Like here, you can see it. You can see it there. It's not quite as a turquoise blue. It's more like my guy's green as opposed to this guy's blue. You know what I mean? The colour matching, I'm going to give you a 9 because everything really does match apart from Slayer of the Lifeless. Hate the male model. Yeah, I wish it was female with nothing on. I take that back. I take that back. Don't get me back. Cool pieces wise. Slayer of the Lifeless is cool, but you see it a lot. And that loses its cool points. So I'm going to give you a 1 for the cool piece rather than 2 for having 2 swords. Just going to give you a 1. Because, yeah, it's alright, but I see a lot of Slayer of the Lifeless. Originality. It's quite an original set. It's not original to me, though. I feel like we see sets like this quite often. It's not a bad set, and obviously it's not worthy of anything less than a 5, but I'd say originality-wise, we have seen a lot of this shoulder recently, didn't we? I like the mount because my plates on my hands matches the plate on the side of the mount, and the tips of my legs transition to blue at the bottom as well at the mount. Let's go back to the mount. Now, we'll talk about the mount in just a moment. Originality-wise, I'm going to give you an 8 on the originality. Because it is good, but I have seen a lot of this shoulder, and we've seen quite a lot of these pieces recently, so... Slayer of the Lifeless, unfortunately, is not very original, so I'm only going to drop you down to an 8, because it is still good. Hazardous Mog-wise, anything that lets your Mog down... I don't think Slayer of the Lifeless lets it down, because it is good. It just doesn't really match colour-wise. I'd say the only thing that would let it down would be maybe the shoulder. But I don't think that's enough to warrant a point, so I'm not going to give you one. I'd say otherwise, everything looks good. If I saw you in-game, I would go, nice. Mount, it goes, and it's cool. Oh, and no helmet. Oh, Dean, good thing you said that, because I was about to let him go. I was about to let him go. But I was showing mercy. But you do have no helmet, and that is kind of cheating. You do want a helmet. So I'm going to give you 0. Yeah, -1 for that. Mount-wise, though, just what you said there is so true. The chunkiness and the plateness of the Morsworn Charger, very cool. The spiritiness of the shoulder really goes with the spiritiness of the Morsworn Charger there. Giving you a 2 for the mount. Great mount, great look, great colour. Pet, no pet. No pet, I don't think, Wabs. No toy. So overall, 29. I'm going to do a little legend at the end. Be like, if you got this score, you're a legend. You're an elite mogger. Anything less, we'll find. Can you add a helmet? It's too late! Because I'm moving on right now. It's too late. I didn't tell anyone, to be fair. If you add it and send it to me, I will still look at it. Let me see, I've had some message requests here. Right, 1 second, just dealing with some bits and bobs. Loading phase. Right. Uno moment. I just need to give somebody something. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. All right, let's go. Next up, you can send it to me, and I will show it on stream, and then you can get the opinion of everybody else. But it's no longer allowed to be rated. So next is rigor mortis. This is what we got. Now, sadly, with rigor mortis, this lighting makes me want to be sick. You wouldn't like the points, you just want your opinion on it. Yeah, Dean, thank you very much. Good man. That's such a name that I do not want to say. But Dar, join in the Discord. Yeah, just like Dean said. Cool. Right. So, annoyingly, this is so difficult to see because of the lighting. But, hey, Obli, do you have a plan on posting rotation for Season 3? Yes, I will next week. Just want to make sure no changes go through that change the rotation. So, I don't think this shoulder goes with anything you're wearing right now. The gloves are like close, super close, but I can't even tell really very well because the lighting is so bad. Let's have a quick look at Shadow Boy. Nice. That is nice. That is nice. When it doesn't do the flare up, that's nice. I like that a lot. That really goes. That goes very well. You've done a good job. Done a very good job. If you'd entered with that, definitely no. There would definitely not be a -1 for the hazardous mob. 100%. 100%. It's good effort. I like that a lot. I was waiting to say that. Let me do my job. Cool. Right. So yeah, we're on rigor mortis now. Theme wise, there's not the chainy theme is cool, but you've got like the furry hands with your frostwolf hands there, and then you've got the like dark green gem, which nothing else is really dark green, and then you've got like the blue plague shoulders, which there's no. I don't think the thematical connection is there. With the chains, I can't give you I can't really give much of a theme point for that. I will give you. I also don't like it when it transitions to the ice bears, but there's one crown coming in Legion remix. I think that looks similar. Oh fuck yeah, that's sick. Right, who subscribed? Bridges, thank you very much. You massive legend. We've got an hour and a half. We're not even halfway done. Jesus Christ! Thank you very much, Bridges. 1, 2, 3. You're a beast. Now rigor mortis. I don't think thematically we have much of a theme going on here. We kind of have like a dead frost wolf clan guy, but because none of it really looks like it belongs together, I'm gonna have to give you like a 4 on the theme. I'm afraid. Gonna be harsh. Color matching. I can't even tell with this screenshot. All I can tell is this matches, so I'll give you a 2 for having 2 items that match. Maybe this brown and this hand kind of goes, but these 2 as a brown don't go with this. So I'll have to give you that to 2. The skin goes with some of the armor. That's about it. I don't think there's enough here that really goes together. You kind of have this padding that kind of goes with parts of here, but it's not enough. What did I just do? Yeah, 2 for the colour matching. I think a 2 is fair. You got the eyes in there. This shoulder is so hard to put with stuff. I'm not even joking. I've tried. I can't do it. Cool pieces. Nothing here is cool to me. I think actually it's a lie. I like the shoulder. I think the shoulder is cool and I wish it would go with more, so I'm going to give you 1 for the shoulder. Set pieces. You can go through with the set piece because there's nothing, you're not wearing full set. So that's fair. Originality. It's quite original. But I just don't like it. So originality wise, kind of, I'm not blown away by how original it is because it's not a good mog in my eyes. It's just, it's an attempt. We've got there. Also, man's not wearing any trousers. Originality, based on the fact that I don't think it's great, I'm just going to give it a 5 on the originality because I can't really tell what it is supposed to be as a whole. Hazardous mog, I'm going to take 1 off for the legs. You have the chunkiest shoes in the world, full armor, like full plate, and then all of a sudden nothing. So definitely, we're losing some points for that. Losing some points for the weapon because the weapon is like got a green gem that doesn't really go. Chest could have gone if you had some legs. Also, the gloves being 2 different colours on 2 hands, I'm gonna have to take a point off for that. So we've got the legs, we've got the weapon, we've got the gloves. Got a helmet. Therefore, I'm afraid. So, no mount, no pet, no toy. Rigor Mortis, we have 9 points for you. I'm so sorry. Moving on. Let me just make sure. If I scroll down and I see Rigor Mortis with something, I will have a look. Bridges, let me just quickly grab you the roll. Where are you? There you go. Oh, and you've entered the Transmog comp. Fantastic. Get in there, boy. There you go. Welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Alreet. Toxic streamer, shut up. I'm actually very toxic. Moving on. Moving on. We have Gizmo. I remember you entered this today. And he's got the Geist. This is a good Mog. This is a good Mog. Yeah, I love that. That's good. What do we think, chat? Soon time to get my Holy Legion Unholy King Mog roasted. It is. Right, no, you're not getting roasted because it's actually a good Mog. So, oh, what's happening? Let's go back. Hold on. Sorry, something just went wrong with my chat. Change the female. That's every what you say. I should add a female category. How much boob? Bra size category. Is it shaved category? How pink is it category? Okay. Gizmo, let's get you in there. Theme. Very good theme. Very good theme. Very easily like lookable. How lookable? What? Very easily recognizable what the theme is. I do think that the legs and the belt are a little bit too low poly, but it works. It works. I'm gonna give you a 10 at the theme because your fucking ghoul is right in there as well. These feet, such a good pair of feet. You managed to make them work so nicely. They're literally red and they go with the set. How is that good? He's thinking how pink it is. Yeah, this ghoul is thinking about, oh, it must be bright pink. Hashtag FC136. Anyway, all from before Legion. That's when you made it. You've had the same Mog since Legion. That's sick. Well, yeah, in the Apocalypse Secret Mog. No, that's not Secret Mog. That's the sword from Trading Post, I think. Yes, very good theme. 10. Color matching. I'm going to have to give you a 9 because the purple and the tabard doesn't go with anything else. And kind of greeny bluish hue. PvP sword. That's not PvP sword. Is it? PvP Legion sword. It might be. Color matching. Going to give you a 9. Hidden artifact. Ah, yes it is. But yeah, your tabard is not the same color. It kind of goes with the gloves, but not enough. So unfortunately, instead of having a 10, you're having a 9. Cool pieces. I like the sword. I think the sword is cool. Give you a point for the sword. Set pieces. You pass on the set pieces. I don't know. I can't really tell what your chest is, but even if your chest was part of the set, it's 1, 2, 3, so it works. Crown is very nice. Crown is sick. Originality. Super original set. I have not seen anything like this before. Going to give you a 10 on that. I have not seen anything like this before. Hazardous Mog. I've already taken a point off for the tabard. I would feel bad taking another point off for the tabard. So I'm not going to give you... Yeah, but yeah, I've never seen a set like this in game. I think it's a terrific set. I feel... Swallowed a hair. I'm actually rethinking this. I'm going to give you a point. I'm going to give you a point for your pet because it's actually your ghoul. I'm going to give you 2 points for the pet because It's your ghoul, and you've glyphed it. If you just had the ghoul, I'd understand. Be like, yeah, it's pretty cool. But because you've glyphed it to the Geist really works with this set. I'm gonna do that. There's no mount, I don't think. If I'm correct. Let me see if I can see anything. Yeah, no mount. Lochtender, you've had your Mog rated, my sir. Good morning though. Toy, there's no toy, so there's no point for the toy. Now, that does leave you with 33, which means that you are second place to Typhus right now. And I'm gonna be honest. Fair enough, because Typhus is a fucking good Mog, and he's given me all the bits I need. So you were basically rated the same as Typhus, but because of this, I'm now rethinking, because like Typhus's Mog is unbelievable, and the theme of his Mog was so you could easily see what the theme was, and you're just like, oh, that's a lich, that's a fucking good lich. Your theme, everything is on theme and looks good, but it's not like as cool as Typhus's theme, which makes me want to just maybe put the points from 10 down to 9. Because it's all together, all matches. No, I'll leave it. The second place, Gizmo. Second place. Well done. It makes sense that Typhus is winning so far because he has been the most standout Mog. But there was problems with Typhus's Mog too, which has brought him down, is why he's not super winning. Gizmo, there's only the Tabard. Tabard is the only thing wrong with his Mog. So, yeah. We'll leave you quite nicely at 33. Moving on. We're going to be here for fucking ever, dude. Thank you, Bridges, if you're watching. Oh, let me reply to you. Perfect. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm taking this hat off really soon. My ears are getting pissed off. Quickly. We have loads to get through. We still have loads to get through. So much scrolling to be done. Rochi. We're moving on to my man Rochi. Get a load of this. And then get a load of this. And then get a load of this. What do you think of this, chat? Now this is a good Mog. Look at that. That's original. Okay. Don't. Right, that's enough. It's pissing me off now. Alright. Right, so we have a very steampunk inventor. And the cloaks, look at that. Cloak, it's very cool. Cloak with the pig, with the goat. I like it. Rochi, let's get you in. I'm gonna need a fucking snack break soon. We've been going for ages. Yeah, you know what? Oh, we're gonna be here forever. Let's close it. Applications, entries, closed. So anything after entries closed, we're now done. 73 watching the Transmog comp. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for fucking ages. I don't care. I don't mind. This is good. I'm recording this. And I've got so much to get through. But yes, that's such a good fucking point, Rochi. The class colours. Yeah, I like that. And Sarge is so right. Non-class. I think extra points. It's cool. It is cool. So theme. You can easily tell that there is a theme going here. Man has the fucking axes on his back and then an axe in his hand. And it's red. This is unreal. He's got like a technological pig with the redness there. Now the yellow wings. If you'd have just laid this guy on the ground, I'd have understood. I wouldn't have even thought about the wings. But because he's flying, I've seen the wings and I know that they are yellow. He has literally stolen your pants and he's caught you with his pants down. But I think this is really good. Theme-wise, the theme matches quite well. No helmet. Oh no, there is a helmet. I'm going to give you a 10 on the theme, okay. Terrific. Colour matching. What can I say? What can I say? The mount is whimsical. That's such a good... The mount do be whimsical, though. It do be. Right. But... Colour matching colour looks good. But how can I say it doesn't look good when the colour matches the DK. It's a cool shoulder. The red works here, the red works here, the red works here. Not much to fault. The only thing is, we don't have any gloves. We don't really have... It feels cheating of me for me to just say the colour match goes when we're literally working with white, brown, red and black. But what do we think, chat? I'm going to leave it in chat's hands. Boys, you tell me what to rate Rochi now, because I don't think I have the heart. I don't have the heart. He does have gloves. Doesn't look like he's got gloves on. Rochi, have you got gloves on? Looks too alive for a DK. We are missing a lot of the DK theme. But that's okay, because we don't want DK themes. It's fine. We don't want it to be. We want it to be original. But colour matching wise... wait, hold on. It doesn't look so good that I can't... because I can't see anything wrong with it. I can't move. I'm shocked. Is that why? Because there's nothing wrong with it at all. I can't do it. I'm retired. Nice. Okay. Colour matching wise. Gonna give it a 10. Gonna give it a 10. I have to. Have to. There's nothing wrong with it. What can I say? There's nothing wrong. This, even this in the axe matches the bits in the belt. What can I say? Has to be done. Hate me if you hate me. Cool pieces. There's nothing really cool. There's nothing like cool. There's nothing cool with the pieces. The glasses maybe, but realistically, there's nothing like cool. It's just a good set. But for me, there's nothing like cool. The cape, I don't find the cape that cool. The cape's good. It's all right, but I don't think it's cool. You know, it's not like Thunder Fury. So for me, it's a 0. Set pieces, you make it through, no problem. Originality, you have to say that this is a 10. Have you ever seen something like this before? Invented DK. And the chest hairs. This has got to be a 10 for originality. Unbelievable. So out of pocket, so left field. 10. Hazardous Mog. Is there anything that lets him down? He is not wearing any gloves. You need to change this set's pieces to minus. You think so? You think this counts as like a full set? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it? It is from the legs. Oh shit. Oh shit. Here for the Death Knight fun, the points aren't important. Where? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? He has wrists but no gloves. If you're giving people the set piece as 2 to 3... No. As in, like, you get a point if you don't have the set piece. So if you have too many set pieces, you're disqualified. If you don't have all the set pieces, you get a point and you make it through. So everybody gets a point unless they get disqualified, essentially. It's like a fake point, but... Okay, so... Oh. Hazardous Mog. Is there anything here in the Mog that lets him down? I would say that because there's no gloves, I have to give you a 1 point for that. Minus 1 point for the no gloves. Is he wearing no belt? Is this true? Rochi, are you wearing a belt? No belt. Yeah, you're not wearing a belt. Okay. Gonna have to give you a -2 that as well. Unfortunately, someone could turn up naked and win. So, because of that, you got -2. Now, mount-wise, I'm going to give you 1 point for the mount. I would have given you 2 points for the mount if you never flew it and I never saw the yellow wings. But because the colour of the wings don't really match, I'm going to take a point off. He does have wrists, that's fine. I don't give a shit about wrists. Useless item slot. Hazardous Mog means it's a Mog that lets you down, that lets them down. It's a part of the Mog that lets them down. If they don't have a piece in there, -1. If the piece in there is shit, it's a -1. A lot don't have wrists and only gloves. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the wrists. But if you actually don't have the active gloves, then the wrists, I don't care. But if you don't have gloves, I do care. So I'm putting a -2 for that. The mount looks good. But pet, it goes well. The only reason I'm not going to give this 2 points is because why is the pet like the devil pet? I get that it's red, but you have a satanic pet as an inventor DK, as a retired inventor DK type bloke. You have the devil as your pet. Not too sure how this relates. Dean, I'm sorry that you're offended. I couldn't care less. Toy-wise, no toy. Oh, well, Satan. I'm going to give you 1 point. I'm going to leave it there. Rochi, 31 points. Very good Mog. Nice job. Alright, moving on. God, we have so many left. So many left. Okay. Jerd. Look at this. How's this for original? So we've got Jerd here. So, interesting Mog. Anthony, and applicants are closed, I'm afraid. Let me, okay, I'm just going to put this in. This is not to shout at you or anything, but entries are closed. Entrance were closed. There, so closed. Put that there. Closed at 5:30. It is 5:30 now for me, so entrance are now closed. Sorry, Anthony. You can watch along. Okay, so next Mog, we have this cool one. This is pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, definitely looks like a Nighthole boss, 100%. I think thematically, it all kind of goes, but no, actually, that's a lie. I'm gonna have to be a bit nitpicky with this one. So Jerd. Jerd. Okay. Now, what are we going to wait for this one? Thank you very much, Anthony. You're so welcome. I love to do it for you guys. So, thematically, the belt doesn't go. The gloves don't go. The boots don't go. The legs don't go. The weapon doesn't go. Colour matching wise, it's quite decent. Roach reminded of that auditor scene in the Hellraiser Judgment movie with the guy with the blood typewriter. I actually know what you mean. That's very cool. I do know what you mean. So for Jerd, thematically, it's working from the top half. It's not working in the bottom half. So I'm going to give you a 6 on the theme because you do look like a big boss. It is pretty cool. I like how you've tried to give the green swords and the tiny bit of the green belt there to work, but honestly I don't think it has worked enough. You could have just done the belt from this set and it would have been good. Color matching, the legs are letting you down, the weapon and the belt, because this green bit here we should have just done a different belt. Also the yellow bit in here kind of looks like eyes, and the yellow bit there and the yellow bit there and the screws there make it all match, so that's fine. Color matching wise, I'm going to give you a 7 because it does work, but the massive green swords, the green bit there, and the black legs just stand out too much. So you're going to get 7 off that. Cool pieces, nothing particularly here. It's cool. And we have a white put at the back there, which also makes me think what is going on. Cool pieces, nothing here is really that cool. I do like the swords. I think the swords are cool. Maybe I'll give you a point for the swords. Set pieces, no set pieces. Nothing, no... You passed. You passed the set piece test. Originality, very original. Do you like it? It's an original set. It's very original. Don't see a lot of this at all. I'm going to give you... I'm going to give you a 9 on the originality because you don't see stuff like this before. Am I chatting shit? I don't think I am. I think this is pretty good. let's go to hazardous mog. You have your belt, your legs, and your swords letting you down. I've already taken points off the colour matching for the hazardous mog. In that case, I'm going to give you an extra point in the colour matching because it is literally it's just this bit. 80% of the mog looks good, but I am going to decrease your points by 3 for having 3 pieces that don't match. A couple of changes, and this could be a goated mog. Exactly, I agree. Not a lot of changes needed to be made, but you could be there. No mount, no pet, no toy. 22 points for Jared. Well done. All right. Moving on. Jesus. Okay. Next one. Taub. Taub. Look at this. Very cool. I like that. What do we think? This is pretty cool, right? Oh, shit. What? Cool. This is the mog. Look at that. That's decent. That's decent. Look at that with the scarlet. That's decent. We're missing a belt, though. On God? Are we missing a belt? I think we are missing a belt. Cool, though. Like the hands. The hands match really well. Coltiran. Coltiran matches this set very well, too. Scarlet Crusade's Butcher. Yeah, very good. He looks like the final boss of a Scarlet Crusade dungeon. Love it. And the mount on theme. So let's give it up for this mob, dude. Let's give it up for Taub. Right, Taub. Theme. I'm going to give it a 10. I'm going to give it a 10. What do you think? I'm going to give it a 10. But no belt, no shoulders. Yeah, I'm going to have to take some points off for not using those slots. But theme-wise, I'm giving that a 10. That's bad boy. That's a bad boy. Colour matching. On God, the colour matching is good. On dog, the colour matching is unreal. Can't say anything. Can you fault this? Everything works. Like, it's weird that the white helmet works so well. The only trouble is that the helmet is slightly more poly than everything else. Cool pieces, no cool pieces. Nothing that's like, this is cool. The helmet is like, alright. But it's not cool. Now, I'm going to give you a point because there's no need to take anything off there. Original wise, this is original set. Very cool. Very original. Scarlet Crusade's Butcher, I think, is super cool. The mace and the choppy, the axe, it's a sword. Very cool. What do we think, chat? I would be down to give this a 10 for originality. We are going to take off some points for no belt, no shoulders. So we're definitely taking off 2 points there. But what do we think? Do we think that's fair? 10 on theme, very on theme. 10 on colour, everything matches really nicely. And a 10 on originality. Never seen this before. It's fucking cool. But you do lose points. I should have just done like a general coolness. I was like, is this cool? You do lose points for the shoulders. Do lose points for the belt. Mount wise, decent mount. Decent mount. Because it's like the Scarlet Crusade's Butcher. This works. It's a horse, which is kind of Scarlet Crusade-y. And now back, I don't really care about the back too much. I'm having such a hard time processing what's in the left hand. It's a mace, dude. It's a mace. Look, but it's like it's split into 4. So you got like the top goes down to the bottom. It's the pick. Removing points for things not being there is a bit weird. Doesn't look good. That's bad point. I'm not having that. I like the scoring system. I'm leaving it how it is. But I wouldn't like move any more points off of than that. So it makes sense to just do it like, have you got pieces on there? Yes or no? Let's just move it like that. Point wise, for mount, I'm going to do 2 because it matches as a style and it matches as a color. So we'll give it that. No pet, no toy. Yeah. So the hazardous mog, you take it off. If there's, oh wait, yeah. So if there's something about your character in one of the item slots that don't look good, the hazardous mog will take it off. So the reason that I take it off if you don't have anything in the slot is because I kind of have to act like you have put something in there and it's not worked, because otherwise people could create a Mog with basically nothing on, and you kind of cheat the system and how the Transmog competition is. So it does make sense, and I don't want somebody to get gimped of having a very cool Mog because they haven't transmogged their shoulders by taking off like 10 points. Like, you know, it doesn't make sense to do that. So taking off a little bit of points to make up for it. So you lose a little bit of point there, but still having a cool Mog, even if it doesn't have the shoulders, is worthy of being up in the top spot. So Taub, very good place. On point, on par with Rochi. For how good the Mog is. Nice job. Moving on. We've got Barney. Barney the Century was done 2 hours ago. Let's see. So we have this right here. This is cool for the Worgen. I'm going to say the Worgen, dope. So, what do we think, chat? Anything that screams out to you straight away? Barney. Theme-wise, I'm struggling to see a theme other than maybe just like rugged adventurer, rugged bounty hunter type thing. Pretty cool though. The sword, I don't know if the sword really goes. The primal fire on the sword, definitely not. Don't think that goes. I know what you're trying to do, because you're looking for this right here. Not. I would say you should have focused more on the hands and changing the hands than the sword. The sword doesn't look great, but I think there's a cloak there as well, which I think looks pretty cool. I'm going to go with theme. I'm going to give you like a 7 on the theme, because I think your theme is like adventurer, which I don't think is out there enough. You're like a weathered adventurer. Hello, Landon. I'm very good. How are you doing? So I'm going to have to give you like a 7 on the theme. Color matching wise, is it not the 4 set? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a pic with the mount. Oh, let's have a look. Barney. Ah, okay. I see. That's so true. Good man. Thank you for letting me know that. With the mount, that's cool. That is cool. What do we think, Jack? Good thing you said that, Arthur San. Legs, arms, and chest and belt. Is that true? Right. Let's have a look. Let's get to Shadowlands, because they're Shadowlands set. It's not Shadowlands. Is that a PvP set? Oh. Uh-oh. I'm very good, by the way. Do you stream on Twitch or something? I only ever catch YouTube. I only stream on YouTube at the moment because it's just where I get... Everybody knows me on YouTube, so it makes sense to go there. Uh-oh. We have 4 pieces. The chest, the gloves, the belt, the legs. Not ideal. But very good nonetheless. Colour matching. I just don't think the shoulders match enough. The boots definitely don't match. We're going to move to the point. +5 for the photo on the mount. I think it's very good. Thank you, Landon, my day as well. Hope your day as well. It was good. Artisan, can you include my late entry with putting the kids to bed? If I include you, then I've got to include the others. But you are... maybe I shall. Okay. I'm not including anybody else's. It's done. Now it's just yours. Okay. So, they are very rare shoulders, so you will get a point for cool pieces. Most certainly. Colour matching, I think I'm going to give you an 8 because I think that most of it's... Actually, no, I can't. Because the reason it matches is because it is the set. 4 pieces are the set. The pieces that don't match don't belong to the set, and therefore that's why they don't match. This Qualified. Just unfair to give you a colour matching point, Barney. Originality. It's quite original. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this for a Death Knight. And the glasses, they fucking bang. Give you 2 points. I think it's a good set. I would wear this set. I think it's awesome. I'm going to give it a 9. For originality. I'm then hazardous Mog wise. From this photo alone, the hands just let it down. Like, I just think you could make such a cool Mog. But the sword doesn't really go, in my opinion, either. I think your sword is letting it down. Hazardous Mog would be, I would give you a -1 for the sword. We have every slot sorted though, which is pretty good. So I'm just going to give you a -1 for the sword. Cool sword, doesn't go. Mount, cool mount, does go thematically. Very cool. Great image as well. Definitely 2 points. Pet, is that the Geist? You got a Geist there. Geist goes. I think the Geist is cool. We'll give you a point for the Geist. Toy? No toy. Awesome. Alright. Moving on. Next. How long have we been doing this? 2 hours. Fuck. Okay. We have hilts. Hilts. Lovely. Let's go. Let's get the other images as well. Good action image. I like that. Oh, the only trouble is you do literally look like the Lich King there. In that image. In the fucking cutscene. Goes hard. Goes super hard. I like that. It's nice, isn't it? I like that. Theme-wise, I think the helmet doesn't go. I think there's a couple of pieces here which aren't really gelling with each other. The shoulder here. The shoulder there doesn't really go. But man, it does look cool. Especially on a Tauren. This helmet on a Tauren goes hard as fuck. The belt... the belt kind of goes... but also kind of doesn't. But I think the only reason the belt actually does go is because the head. So you have the gloves, you have the shoulders, you have the chest, all from the same piece. You have a very nice weapon, the weapon that I use, goated. You have the legs from Dragonflight and the boots from Dragonflight as well. Then you have the Blackrock Foundry belt from Walls of Draenor. Then you have the Dreadful helmet. And then you have the same from the same place as the legs and the boots. You have the shoulder piece there. So Dragonfly, Amudrasil, I believe, and then Amudrasil from here. First boss Amudrasil. Very nice. I think the helmet just lets it down. But theme-wise, cool theme. Action shots really bring it out. Cloak is a bit weird. The cloak is a little bit too low poly, but it thematically works. I'm gonna have to give you a 9. Because unfortunately, the belt, I don't think the belt's theme goes with everything else. Everything else I can pass off as like an Ice Knight. But I can't pass this off as like an Ice Knight. This is like a brute, some sort of brutal belt. But I think if you put the same set in any other race, this would look like a mess. Yeah? I think it would look a little bit messy. I think you're very right. That's what I'm trying to decipher, whether or not it actually looks good, or does the other photos very deceiving. I think there's too much intricacy going on with the shoulder and the Amudrasil stuff compared to the Vault of the Incarnates set stuff. The big gems don't really go with the intricateness of the here. Theme-wise, I think it's on theme. I think it's fine. Now, colour matching. I think the colours aren't matching too good with the helmet, but I think generally speaking, we have a pretty good like flat line of legs, boot, and one shoulder, same set. Yes, it is. But shoulder, chest, and gloves are still the same set. But colour matching, it does match all right. I think this is far too bright of a blue. Everything else is quite a stable, quite a normal blue. They're admittedly older pics, haven't taken photos today. Fair enough. Yeah. I think we're looking a little bit too different with the hands and the shoulders. I think colour matching wise, I'm going to give you an 8 for the colour because it is still all blue, and then some of the off pieces of blue do match with each other, and then I think the colour of the mace matches the eyes and the little off parts there. Especially when you do an ability, it looks sick. That looks cool. Now, cool pieces. It's no cool pieces. No cool pieces for me here. So I'm going to give that a 0. Set pieces. You pass on a set piece. Just. Originality. It's not very original. It's an ice DK. And I'm going to give you a cool point, actually, for the shot. As this is a cool shot. I like it. I might even give you 2. No, don't worry about it. Originality wise, I can't do very high with the originality. Frost DK, and it's a Frost DK. Hazardous Mog. I'm gonna have to. We're probably gonna be a bit low here. The helmet is instantly a -1. The belt -2 doesn't go. I'm not gonna be super harsh with this, but because we have 2 sets that are almost full sets clashing with each other here, I'm just gonna put another 1 off for that. And then because of the low poly cloak, the cloak doesn't go. The colour does, but the actual low poly model of the cloak doesn't go. So I'm gonna give that a -4. Now we don't. Do we have a mount? Do we have a mount? Do we have a mount? I don't think I saw a mount, but. Oh, I see another entry from Hills. That's fine. I'll take those. This say 5 entries is fine. Let's go back up. Okay. So no mount. No pet. But you don't care about the back. Well, I fucking lied, my ski. That if it looks like that, I don't care if there's not a back. I care if there is a back and it's not super good. Then I care. But yeah, I think we're looking at 20 points with this mog here. I think we are a little bit too messy, a little bit too over the place, but thematically, it's kind of working. Colour-wise, it's kind of working. How cool the pictures are, we've got extra points for that. Alright. Next up. 22 ploddy to be on a mount? I don't agree, you know? Right, so we have... Hate Break. The video that I'm going to get out of this is going to have to be so much smaller. I like using the current Raids Mythic X mod. I'm a DK Andy. I don't really like... I think it's alright, but I don't think it's great. Theme? Yeah. I mean... Works pretty well. Theme-wise, everything works for the theme. Belt is great. Boots are great. Match really nicely here. The lighting is pretty good, which making the chest feel a little bit better. Now, the difference between the other set that we saw that was very much like this is the shoulders. These shoulders mix these two a little bit better, and the belt and the boots, they mix everything a lot better. This is now like the standout piece. One second. Just to apply it. Oh. Sorry, just a little text break. Derpy shoulders. Do you reckon? I don't think so. I like those shoulders. I think they're pretty good. I like this set. Theme-wise, I think everything's on theme, apart from the gloves. I think the gloves are the only thing that aren't really very on theme, because everything is screaming to me here is like, yeah, Hate Forge. The sword is too beigey orange to go with it, and the fire from the sword is too light. Everything is dark red fire. The gloves are very spiky. I could see past the gloves, but I'm going to give it a 8 on theme because I think it does look good. Who was the other person that did this before? Was it Vox? Yeah. Like the sword because it's rare. I'll give you a cool piece on the sword, but that's it. Color matching. I think everything is super close. We just need... I think the sword is the only thing letting it down. Everything's really close. I'm going to give it a 9. It's so close. Everything's pretty much there. If everything was bang on and I can't possibly complain, that's when it becomes 10. Combine all the multiple team walks into one. I know. Basically, I'm gonna have to skip after seeing with my in my video if the Transmog too similar. I'm gonna have to move it on. I bet Despa wins. Do you? Set pieces. 1, 2, 3. Fine. 2. 1, 1, 1. Yeah, nice. So you get through there. Originality. Again, we've seen a lot of these mogs. What is this? The third mog that's a Molten DK with the same helmet. I've got to be harsh. I've got to be harsh. Hazardous mog. Your sword is letting it down. Total. What? Oh yeah. 23 so far. Is this too like too zoomed out? Can you get a special guest rate? If you're not in the mog, not in the comp, you're not in the comp. You're too late. You should have been here, should have been subscribed. You should have been subscribed to me right now, and then you catch the next one. Actually, while we're here, midway through, thank you everybody for watching. It's been a great Transmog run so far. Subscribe if you want to keep up to date with everything that I do. If you want to see any more guides, all the videos, all the... What am I saying? If you want to see the guides, the videos, the Transmog runs, everything like that, you have to subscribe to me. Join my Discord. Because that's the first time you'll know. So do it. Anyway. Mount, no mount. Pet, no pet. No toy. We are looking at... Oh shit, I got this one as well. We're looking at 23 for Hate Break. Alright. Next up. To be fair, Hate Break's action shot is pretty cool, but we've got to leave it there. Right, moving on. Moving on. We've got Wesky. Have we done Wesky? We haven't done Wesky. No, we haven't. But we're going to put him on now. Alright. Wesky. Oh, there we are. Wesky. Okay. I really need to step up my mod game. Ito, are you Hate Break? Okay, so Wesky, theme. Everything's pretty thematical. But I don't want to log out one sec. Make sure my character doesn't log out. Okay. It does look really dark. It's difficult to really... It's difficult to properly get it out. What you want to do is you want to make sure you're always facing the sun whenever you take pictures of your character. Because the sun will be at a certain place. If you face behind the sun, you will be shaded. And it looks a lot worse than your character. I should know this because I take photos of my character all the time. So, the helmet is too light and the boots are too dark. If you send me another photo, we can circle back round to you. Oh, fuck. And we'll do it. We'll do you at the end. I do like the Ahoon. Let's go to Monkey instead. Look at that. That's pretty fucking neat. What do we think, Jack? There's a dwarf. It looks like a panda. Now, there's a few standout things straight away. Theme, I don't know what the theme is, and the helmet, I'm not too sure if it matches the theme of everything else. We're looking at some sort of like Stoneforge Defender type thing. I'm not feeling it. I think it's interesting, but I don't think the helmet really thematically goes, and neither do the weapons. So weapons very much don't go. I'm gonna have to give you a 6 on the theme because I don't really know what the theme is, and then I'm not too sure if everything even matches that theme. But color matching, only thing letting you down is literally your swords. I am very impressed how you've managed to make these greenish blue legs work with like this light silver, everything else. That's sick. Got to give you a special mention for that. Color matching, I'm going to give you a 9 because basically everything matches. The swords just don't, so we'll drop that. If the swords were a better sword, I'll give you a 10. We can't change anything about the entry. I'm only letting Wesky do it because he's going to give me a more bright version of the Mog, so we can actually see it. So I'll let him do it. But in terms of the actual items in the Mog, can't do it. Now this is an alternative angle. Do you think this makes it look any better? Yeah, the chest piece does also have green. I think it's very cool. How you've managed to make it all work together, that is worth some props. With the hands as well, definitely worth a special mention. It's like a tin can kind of style. Little quiet DK. It's like just leveled. Cool, yeah. I mean, cool pieces. Nothing's really standing up to me here that's cool. So I'm going to give it 0. Oh, sorry. Set pieces. Yeah, nothing. There's no full set, so that works. Originality. This is so original. This is a really original set. I think this is dope as originality goes. I think this goes well. So I would be half-assed to give you a 10 on the originality because I've never seen anything like this, and I think it's a good idea. It's like you're a stone golem and you've come to life, and you're gonna whip some ass. So yeah, 10 on the originality. I think it's super original set. It's not the same chest as from Shadowlands, and the legs are like from Antaurus. I think the legs are actually from Blackrock or from Highmore. I know exactly what legs they are. There you go. The Ogre Skull bone plate. And yeah, the chest is from Shadowlands. Yeah, the chest is like the Raid Finder version of the Sepulchre set. But yeah, very nice. Now, Hazardous Mog, your swords let you down. Let's do... Your sword and your helmet let you down. So I'm giving you a -2 for that. No mount, no pet, no toy. So we're sitting at 24 for Monkey. Hold on. Not too bad. Let's go back to Wesky while he's here. Oh, much better photos. And I'm going to use this one instead because the Ice Crown, when it procs, is not nice. There we go. So back to Wesky. Much better looking. And he looks really Arthas, doesn't he? Proper Arthas. Now, thematically, it's cool. Something's wrong with the hands. I think, personally. The hands are just a little bit off, and so are the boots still. But it does look better in this lighting. Theme-wise, everything is very thematical. Just these two just kind of don't work. Like, this is a very, like, blocky, square, like, rectangular-ish. But everything else is, like, very bone. So, theme-wise, everything's on theme. I like it. Let's just go... I can't fault, because theme-wise, everything's on theme. It just doesn't look right, but it is thematic. So, we'll give it a 10. Weapon's cool. Helmet's cool. Nice. Colour matching. Boots are letting you down only slightly. Everything else is pretty good. I'm going to give you a 9 on that. Cool pieces. I've already given the side a point for cool piece. So I can't do it again. Can't do it again. It's no longer cool. Nothing is cool for me in this set, I'm afraid. But it's a cool set, but nothing stands out as a cool piece. Set pieces. Yeah, it works. We're good. Originality. It's not original. I'm afraid I'm going to have to give it a 5. Now, because we've just seen so much Frost DK, I'm going to give it a 5 because of that. If we see another Frost DK like this, I might have to do that number 4. Hazardous Mog, I'm going to say that your boots and your gloves let you down. Give you a 2 off that. Oof. So your pet, I'll say your pet works. Thematically, the colour of the pet doesn't work too much. I'm going to give you 1 point because the pet... Oh, fuck off. Well, 1 point because the pet is there and it works for like the Arthas theme. But it's not enough. There. I feel like this has been too harsh, but do you know what? The only thing that's letting you down with this is the fact that It's just not original. But you've got a 10 on the theme. You've got a 9 on the colour matching. There's no like real like outstanding cool pieces, but from those two alone, it's a good transmog. It's just not original. Don't feel bad, Wesky. You've done very well still. There is a shot with the mount. Oh, okay, right, let's have a look. Where is it? Oh, there you go, there you go, there you go. Missing pet and map. Ah, there you go, okay, cool. Nice. That's good. I like that a lot. I'm going to give you a 2 for the mount matching the colour. And I'm going to give you another point. I'm going to give you 1 point for it being matched with the colour and 1 point for it being matched thematically. Well done. Very good. So instead of 23, 26. Nice job. I like it. Next up. Isolated Peanut. I do play Unholy and I'll hype to see the tweaks to 2-hand. Yes. And you're gonna... I'm very excited as well. Isolated Peanut. So, we've got another Frosty K Mog. You know what I said last time. It's going to affect the Mog. Thematically, you've got a nice kind of like spooky, graveyardish type of Mog. I think it's pretty cool. It's definitely, you could imagine this being just a set that just is dropped in the raid and you would get this. So, thematics wise, I'd say this is pretty on theme. I would say that the tabard is kind of on theme. I'd say you can't really go wrong there. Everything really matches in terms of the theme of each other. A 10. Now colour matching. Everything matches really well. Your white collar here doesn't match too good. And the tabard doesn't match very good. I'd say everything else, there's like you have a dark blue here. Everything matches quite well with the colour. I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to give it a 9 for the colour matching. Because it does. It may be a Frosty K Mob, but I do only play Unholy Mog. Why didn't you do an Unholy Mog then, Mr. Peanut? That would have been good. We've seen so many Frosty K Mogs today. An Unholy one would have been unreal. But thematically it all matches. And then colour-wise it all matches. Cool-wise, if actually now whether or not it actually looks good, there's nothing cool really. I wouldn't say anything cool. And I would say actually, in fact, your tabard and your helmet kind of let you down. Because this kind of doesn't match at all in terms of like how it looks. Hey Obli, I need to finally kill the Galoli. Thank you for today and see you later, designer. You know, good shit today, mate. Have a good one. Sadly, I'm not home to change it up. No, that's a shame. But I will have to take some points off because I don't think the chest making the fluffy bit there. Not a big fan. No, I don't think a transmog being blue makes it FDK or green makes it unholy DK. I don't think that's right. I think it does. I'm going to take... Unfortunately, I'm going to take 3 points off. The helmet, for the tabard, and for the chest. All just being a little bit too different. I would even push it for 4, because the deep blue in here doesn't really go, but the deep blue here kind of goes with the gem and with the end of this bit, so I will give it. But originality, I'm giving it a 4, because of the fact we just see it all the time. Set pieces, no full set. Wait. No, fine. No full set. Fine. Mountain pet. Did you have a mountain pet? Doesn't look like it. So we have no mountain pet. 0. We're looking at 21 points for Isolated Peanut. Again, decent mog. Couple of bits letting you down. And the unoriginality of it from this competition means it is being dragged down a little bit. But it's not your fault. So far we've had... How many entries have we had? 23 entries so far. Got through 23 mogs. Jeez. Are we almost there yet? We're almost there. We only have the hours worth of entries. So let's go. Next up, we have Malith with a panda. What did I say? I said no pandas. I said I'm not racist, but no pandas. Disqualify. Disqualify straight away. Sorry. Okay. We'll judge it nonetheless. Do you want me to be real with you? I can't say. So I'm not racist and no pandas. I don't know if I like this. David, is this your mog? We have some work to do. David, we got some work to do, okay? Continue to watch my stream, and you'll learn how to get a good mog going. Unfortunately, David, I think there is too much going on here. Now, the bone set from BFA is a lovely set. It's a great set, but it doesn't work with this mog. Those two parts there, they're too different. The shininess part from the Triceratops head is quite cool. And I can understand how you're trying to make that work with the shoulder on the right hand side. But the models are too different. The themes are too different. Everything here is too different. The boots, Ravendreth boots from Castle Nathria, just too different. Nothing else is really similar to that. Hollow full chest and legs. Really nice pieces. But they don't really go with anything here. So thematically wise, even the hood is actually too different of a colour because the hood up there only matches the right hand shoulder plate bit, nothing really else. We even have a bit of like purple in here, which is a bit, there's not enough purple anywhere else to really make that belong there. Theme wise, oh, 0. Oh! I'm sorry. Unfortunately, David, there is no clear theme here. Nothing matches. I have to give it a 0. Colour matching. You. We are. I'm gonna have to give you some point for it being kind of white. But we're a bit all over the place with the colours as well. I will give you 3 points. Oh, fuck. I'll give you 3 points for having it kind of be like a shade of white, but like we've got the green here, it doesn't match. Green only matches this gem and this just gem. Kind of the eyes and this bit. But it doesn't really match anyway. The design of everything doesn't match either. So cool pieces. The shoulder is cool. I'm going to give you 1. Stop walking on eggshells. Shut up! Trying to be nice. Set pieces. Yeah, I'll give you 1 piece because it goes through. Because nothing belongs to anything. Originality. Yeah, this is the original mog because I think you might have just pressed randomize when you logged in and just gone with what you got. But I'm going to go ahead and say originality wise, I can't rate this very highly because I don't know what I'm looking at. Am I looking at like a ninja dinosaur guy? I'm gonna have to give this 1. Malith, David. This might be the worst mog of today. Hazardous mog. The belt. The BFA set. The hood. The purple. The panda. And the female panda. No mount, no pet, no toy. We're -10 for Malik. Well done. Moving on. Death Yoda. This is interesting. Now, let's take a look at this. Thanks. You're welcome. Oh. Right. Settle down. Settle down. Death Yoda. What do we think? He actually hit the nail on the head. Raven, stop being a Nazi. Right, so theme-wise, everything goes pretty thematically. Oh my god. Did you do this dog to pretend to be like a Jedi spirit dog? Because this is what this is. This is Yoda, but as a Death Knight. That's unbelievable. He's used Arthas because you know when Yoda dies, he becomes like Spirit Yoda. What? Yeah, look. And that's why he's done. That's why he shows an Arthas. Yeah, I like that. Arthas Alliance DK. Yeah, Raven's got you there. This is good. He's smart. He is fucking smart, dude. If I die and become a spirit wolf because I got that dog in me, yeah. Nice. Chaotic Crusader. Yeah, I love that dog. Nice fucking job. I like it. It's very smart mod. Very smart mod. Theme. Good theme. Good theme. Yeah, everything works. 10. Gosh. Nice. Color matching. The only thing that I don't agree with is the chainmail tabard. It's a bit too bright. But, yeah, working. Oh! Hold on a second. 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 Death Yoda, don't say this to me. Don't say you've done this. Don't say you've done this. Don't say you've done this. Death Yoda, Death Yoda, Death Yoda, Death Yoda. Obli is a horde DK. That's good to see. Thank you. Of course. I'm not a fucking freak. Death Yoda. Are you using 4 pieces from the same set? Yes or no? Don't answer the question because I know what the question answer is. You are. You literally just changed the helmet, didn't you? No. That's a disqualification. You know what you did? Leave the stream. You know what you did. Take 5 minutes. Shame on you. Anyway, we'll rate it still, but we're going to move on quickly now. Color matching. Yeah, it matches well. Nice. It matches well because it's a full set. It'd be unfair to say it, so I'm going to give it a 5, just like I did the others, because it's not good. It's not good to do that. Cool pieces. I like the helmet. I think I'm going to give it a cool piece for the helmet. Disqualified. Yeah, there you go. Originality, very original set. I think it's awesome. I've never seen anything like this, and I think the Spirit Dog is a massive good touch. I'm going to give it a 9. Hazardous Mog. Tabard lets it down. You lose a point for the Tabard. Mount. The mount does not go whatsoever. No point for the mount. Fuck. Pet. Great pet. Great implication. Fantastic. Toy. No toy. The backpack is quite cool. Kind of gives me like the, you know, when Luke Skywalker wears Yoda in the backpack. That's good. Cool back. Boy. Do you know what? I'll give you a cool point for that as well. Fantastic. 27 points, but you're disqualified, so it doesn't matter. I actually don't have Invincible, but to be honest, I'm not really a big mount collector. Right, next up, Naladen. Now, feast your eyes on this. I'm not going to lie. Interesting mob. This ghoul is just taking up half the camera. And this is the mount. But have a look at this first. While I write his name in the chat. Or their name in the chat. Dean is female model. Theme. I'm a blacksmith, the backpack. I have an anvil. Understood. Losing minus 10 points person. It's losing to the minus 10 points person is Jehovah. Yeah, imagine you didn't do the worst, but somebody with minus 10 points actually did better than you. It's avoid FTK, so 0 out of 10 instantly. Volvo is... Oh, we're still talking about this. Move on, boys. Move on. The wings are sick. The wings are pretty cool. Now, I like the smog. I do like the smog. The tabard goes pretty hard. Everything goes quite nicely here. We are seeing a lot... Sky Scourge, what a title. We are seeing a lot of this, of like the same kind of mog, but it's a Death Knight mod competition, of course. Like, I can get a better screenshot with the pet. I think if you give me a better screenshot right now. And do you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It works. I can make it work. The belt, you've managed to make the belt work. This works. This is a decent set. Do you know what? Do you know what? I don't think the void fits. Is void FTK not canonically possible? I don't fucking know, dude. I don't have a fucking clue. But I'm not gonna lie. You can't help it. You have to have the void elf wings, right? You've got to have that. I don't know. Don't play Alliance. But I don't. I think the void, the purpley void, is kind of like there. It's like forced in. I like it. It actually looks cool, but whether it thematically goes with each other, I'm not certain. I'm not sold on it. Now the shoulders are great. You have no helmet, so we are going to give you a minus point for no helmet straight away. Originality, not very original. I'm seeing a lot of this type of stuff, but it's very cosmic as opposed to everything being like very frosty, very like, very like, I don't know. Very, there's a scarf. Am I on crack? So there is. So there is. Okay, take that back. However, I don't think that scarf goes. It's too bright. It only kind of goes because you can't see it. And then as soon as you see it, it's now standing out a lot to me. New screenshot. Let's have a look at the new screenshot. Mr. Mans. Mr. Mans. Okay, it looks a bit better now. Chat, what do you think? Chat, what do we think? I need some opinions here. I'm on the fence. What do we think? Guys, stop fucking arguing about where fucking DKs came from, and look at the Mogs. Look at the Mogs. Shut the fuck up. Scarf too different. Yeah, I did think that. I don't know if I was just going crazy, but I think it is a little bit too different. It kind of only goes a little bit because you have like these little tassel bits here, but realistically, I think it is too different. I'm still going to give you that 1 point for the hazardous mog there. Right, theme-wise, yeah, all goes really well. All goes really nicely. Theme is nice. It's the void part that lets it down. I'm going to give it a 9 because of that. I'm going to give it a... I'm going to give it an 8 because... I'm giving it an 8 rather than a 9 because there's two clashing themes here. You have the void theme and then you have like this cosmic DK theme. I don't think the void theme goes with that like bony cosmic voidish theme. It's just not good. Not good in my eyes. But it's kind of saved a little bit by having the purple of the Ebon Blade tabard, kind of mixing in instead. Right, colour matching. The next person to send a message about this fucking DK shit is just going to get timed out. Like, this is... If you actually are genuinely arguing about where DKs have come from, that's so boring. And I'm not going to have it. Right. Moving on. You also distracted me from my fucking stream. So, stop it. Genuinely. It's annoying. Cool pieces. No, not cool pieces. Color matching. The void stuff, I don't think goes. Everything else goes. Doing this 8. I don't care if you talk about the law, but don't argue amongst yourself about it. And it makes such a bad vibe. I can't be asked for that. No one taking a piss out of anybody unless you're me. I'll take the piss out of you, and that's it. Moving on. Cool pieces. I like that you made the belt work. I think that's sick. I'm giving you a point for the belt. Set pieces. No set pieces. So you get a point. Now, originality. I would still give you some sort of originality. It's not super original. We've seen a lot of DKs like this before, especially in this competition. However, I do like that it's a bit more like cosmic-y. It's a bit more intricate, like fragile than everything else we've seen. Everything else has been like very frost-focused, stuff like that. This is very like intricate. This is like what I've seen like a Final Fantasy game, but they put too many pieces of different sets together. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's good. Like the boots work quite well. The gloves work really well with the belt. Don't you agree? And then the shoulders. I think the shoulders are the only thing kind of letting it down. What about mine, you rat? Yeah. To be fair, to be fair, yours was really shit. Moving on. The originality. I'm going to give it a 8 because we are just a little bit saturated now with the competition, with how we've seen many transmogs like this, and we need to move on. So you're welcome, Dean, big man. Mount. Unfortunately, the mount matches the worst part of the transmog, which is the void. If it wasn't for the void, the transmog would actually be a lot better in my eyes, and I probably would have given it more score. But the mount only matches the void, and I don't even think the void should be there. So for me, I'm actually going to have to give the mount a 0. Pet, again, pet matches the worst part of the transmog, the void. Is it both an allied race and alliance, so it could be lower than that. Minus 10 out of 10. He's right, to be fair. You're playing something that is actually Horde, but now switched gender bent to Alliance, which is bad. But again, for the same reason as the mount, a toy, no toy. Unfortunately, I think if you had a Mog that was more playing into the void of it, it would make sense. But now you just kind of have like two stark contrast themes. You have this void, and then you have this like intricate DK. They don't work together. Blood Elves were Alliance. She came back to... No, she shouldn't. She shouldn't do that. She shouldn't do that. Did not do it. Moving on. All right, there we go. 25. Next. We have quite a few left to get through. Not loads. But enough to still be quite long. Let's see. How do I make this work? This is what your set should have been like. Without the void. Fuck. Now, I don't like how far away it is. It's kind of annoying. But it's working for me. Oh, okay. Again, seeing another blue Mog. Seeing another blue Mog. It has the cool cape. It has that the cape from the shop that gives it the little like stars around. But the helmet doesn't go. The helmet horns go and the color goes, but the actual poly and it doesn't serve well. The tabard also doesn't go. So let me double check. Darkford Goron. Dark Lord Goron. Dark Lord Sauron. Dark Lord Sauron. So theme-wise, we're looking pretty decent on theme. Everything kind of matches theme-wise. But we're just looking at blue DK here, aren't we? Like, can't tell if it's a nice DK, can't tell what the real theme is. These dual wood swords are the best looking dual wood swords in the game. They are quite nice. They should have used a grey ghoul instead for this. Oh yeah. I think that this is just tabard. Theme-wise, like, it kind of goes, like, theme-wise, we're looking at a decent theme here. Everything matches in theme apart from the tabard and the helmet. So I'm going to go for an 8. Colour matching. Everything matches pretty well. Everything matches pretty good. Go for a 9 there. Can't really fault him there. Oh. What did I... Yeah. Cool pieces, no cool pieces. I like the swords, but I don't like them enough to be a cool piece. Except make Obli make lore stream when we will laugh at the lack of knowledge, but now... When Obli make a lore stream. Yeah, I have no fucking idea about lore. Yeah, I've got no idea. I've got somewhat of an idea about lore, but I'm no lore master. Take helmet off. Oh no, I forgot your human should do that. But also, because we don't like no helmets, we like helmets on for mods. Set pieces. You pass. Originality. We're not really looking very original. Gonna go for 4. Hazardous Mog. It's your tabard is losing you some Mog points there. Mount wise, Mount's pretty good. Does it go anywhere near as cool as the other one? No, it don't. Thematically, and I think thematically doesn't really go because it's, I don't know. It's the helmet. The helmet's too silly, dude. I'm gonna give you 2 points for the mount. I'm gonna give you 2 points for the mount. No pet, no toy. Alright. Moving on. Oh, Malith, I've just seen the mount. We'll go back up to Malith here, and I actually really like the mount. Look at this, guys. This is the mount for Malith. This is actually decent. That's actually cool. That kind of saves it a bit. If we just had some different pieces here, like the bone structure going with the bone there, that's pretty cool. That does actually do quite well. Goes hard. That does go hard. Let's I'll give you 2 points. Give you 2 points for the mount. So it's only -8. Didn't think you'd ever like the Proto Drake mounts. Mate, Civics, the Proto Drake mounts are so sick. You give him 3 points for having a good mount. Fuck it. Fuck it. He's on -7. And give him 3 points on that. Right, so you have another entry from Hills, which is fine. I did say you could have multiple entries, so. Yeah. I did say you could have multiple entries, so. Get in there, boy. Are we ready to see this one? This is quite a difficult look. Wow, that actually goes hard. Hills, you know your second entry. If you're still in the chat, can you get me a photo of this in better lighting? Because I love the area you're in. Great, like, you're going to get a cool point for that. You're going to get a cool point for this, for how you're taking these photos. You're fucking well good at taking photos, dude. You know exactly what you're doing. And look at this. This is him, like, slamming down. You see how it's like, you know, like that. Can't fool the guy. What mount is that you got recently? Is it that you got recently? Oh, yeah, Timeless Proto Drake, yeah. Fucking love that mount. They look like a weird mix of the worst dragons and pugs. Yeah, cool, though. That's good. Yeah, get me a photo. Get me a photo in better lighting. And I will take it into consideration with what we've got here. But it is so cool. Super cool. So, look at that. How nice is that? Got like the red, sort of like mist. Cool back piece. Those shoulders, unusable in so many different places. It's so difficult to get a good mog out of these. And these are the all of the Draenor PvP shoulders from like season 1. Something like that, or like Blackwood Foundry season. Very cool. Cool hands. Now, the only problem is it's very dark. Just like you said, Wexy. Very dark. So it's very difficult to actually see if it properly goes. When he's casting red as well, Don't know if the red hue of what the casting is actually good, or if it's good for the mock. But it's very, very fitting. So you're very right, Dean. Very good. Everything works quite well. I want to see if it works well in real life. It's an allied race, but horde, so it deserves at least 5 out of 10. My favourite piece is the back item. Yeah, the back item, super cool. I like it. I've got a feeling that outside of this specific area, the shoulders might not work. Theme, giving him a 10 for theme. Brilliant theme. Sand Lane DK, looks terrific. Chain, the armor, the cladding, great. Looks great. Now, colour matching. We will see when we get a new photo in the real light if the colours match. We are actually almost finished with the mogs. Oh my god. Oh my god. Almost done. You love all the back items from Shadow. Yeah, that was the expansion where the back items came through, and they came through hard. Yeah, the little I think the headpiece is off. I think the headpiece is only off because the eyes are too glowy green. Otherwise, I can't agree. I think the headpiece looks good. Oh fuck. So color matching. We'll just skip that for now. I want that additional picture. Cool pieces. I'm gonna give you one for the back. The back is cool. The sword, I don't think the sword is that cool. Wait, hold on a sec. This is the sword. This is another good photo. It's just quite dark. But that's like, that looks good. I don't know, Raven. That is a good faceplate. It looks good. It goes well. It goes well. The sword, pretty decent, but I don't think the sword actually really goes. Don't think the sword goes too much. Like, it looks good here, but I know what the sword looks like in game. I think the sword is a little bit too bright to go with this mod. I think you'd be looking at more like an Edge of Agony. Oh, shut the fuck up! You want an Edge of Agony, dude. Oh, I need a two-handed sword. Do that. With that, banging. Mythic Kel'Thuzad, yeah. Mythic Kel'Thuzad sword would be good as well. Where are we looking? We've got Jathus. Where is it? What? I literally have this. Oh, okay. I have it on live. I don't have it on this. Yeah, that would have gone hard. That would have gone pretty good. It might have actually be too light. Okay, don't care. Okay, cool. Good set. Set pieces. Do we have anything from a full set? 1, 2, 1. Yeah, so it passes. Vareth's Guillotine. What? Is that 200? Was that 200 something? On crack. That's better, right? Sword. Two-handed sword? One-handed sword? Is that an alliance thing? Where's it from? Destiny. Warmonger. Yeah. Two-handed Shadowlands. I don't really play much in Shadowlands, so I probably don't have it. No. Have I passed it? That would have been alright. It's a world drop. Oh, maybe that's why I can't find it then. Oh, shit. What about that? No, that's fucking shit. That was fucking shit. Okay, I give up, don't care. Moving on. Red Apocalypse. Red Apocalypse would have gone hard as well, yeah. Super. Super hard. Originality? Super, very original set. Giving it a 10. Your Transmog is better than theirs. I rated mine, and I rated myself 26. My Transmog fucking goes hard though. But as the leader of the group, can't go forward. Can't put myself forward like that. Thank you very much, Raven. I do appreciate it though, man. I do appreciate that. I will never unmog this now that I've got it. Right, moving on. Hazardous Mog. I think genuinely I need this photo in good lighting. I need this photo in good lighting to really tell. In terms of something that lets the Mog down, nothing. I think it's just. I think the sword lets it down, but I think that's it. Maybe the chest plate, but the chest plate's so good up here that I don't think so. I think the shoulders would do as well because these are quite brown shoulders, and everything else here is like black or grey. These are brown. This is also brown. I'm just going to give you -1 point because I can't tell for sure. It's hard to see in the light. I'm going to give you a -1 point. I'm actually also going to give you a -1 point for the lighting being shit, but I'm also going to give you a cool point for how you've taken the photos. Got a mog? You got a mount for this? Color matching? Again, I can't tell. I'm going to give you a 7 because I think this doesn't match, and I think this doesn't match. I can't tell for sure because I need the photo. Do I like Frost Hills or Blood Hills? Blood Hills. Blood Hills by far. Not even a competition by far. Do you have a Sinra and a Blunchy? Yeah, that would work kind of. Right, but I don't see it, so I can't give it. No pet, no mount, no toy. Well done. 28. That's definitely better than the other one, which got a 20 before, so good shit. All right, moving on. Oh my god. Brutus, are you in the chat? Okay, are you ready, guys? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Man's not wearing any trousers. He's got no chest. And he's got a tiara. What's happened to my... Let's pop out. What's going on with my chat? Hold on a second. 1 second. I need to... Why is my chat like this? What's it? Okay. That's a DK only a mother could love. Great. That's such a good save. That's the third mace under there. Something's going on under there, and mate, I need to see it. Anyway, moving on. Challenge mode set. Brother, I've got challenge mode set, alright? It's not that special, okay? This is no good. No pants, no chest, no points. Bonus point for the Alliance banner on his back. Wait, what the fuck? Hammers on his back. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Huh. This is the only saving grace of the Mog. The Frostmourne on his back. Has he turned the sharpness up so much? I can't tell if this is me or this is his game. Their game. Brutus, you've turned this sharpness up so high. That's cool. I think that's cool. It's undead. It's not undead. That's a Magar. Cool. Right. Also, challenge mode weren't hard. You just have to play the game. Even me as a casual got challenge mode unlocked. And if you just had a gear with loads of gem slots, then you were just stomping stuff. Shoulders and boots from Pandora that you can't get anymore. Yes. Trading post back. Yeah. So right theme. The swords are pretty cool. They're not cool enough to earn any bonus points though. Oh, look at this. Let's go this. So, theme-wise, yeah, everything's kind of themey, apart from the chest and the pants. But they just didn't load in. I'm going to say that most stuff looks good. Most stuff is on theme, apart from fucking pants and chest. So, we're not giving you full points for that. Color matching, yeah, all the colours do match. I will give you 10 points for that. It's just the... no, I'm giving you 9 because you're missing pieces. Cool pieces. I'm gonna give you a point for the back. The back is cool. The tiara is not cool. I don't think that's cool. And swords aren't. I'm gonna give you another point for having challenge mode. Doing gaming, how you doing? Hey man, sorry, I know you're doing Xbox stuff or gameplay. Would you spend your last dinner on I or best in slots ready for next season? I, because weapon down. From I to Nuggles worth. So I would probably go for, if you don't have a myth track, I would go best in slots. I is not going to be that helpful for you in most content, and best in slots will. Let me just take this off quick, because I need to take this off. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I would say go for a best in slots. Anyway, Brutus. Set pieces. Fine. Get a point for that. Originality. It's quite original. It's Frosty DK though. And I'm getting sick of them. Getting sick of the Frosty DKs. But I'm going to give you maybe like a 5. Because it's different. It's not quite the Frosty DK that we know, that we've seen. There's 5 bits here. 5 bits. There's white bits all over it, so it's cool. Hazardous Mog. You're definitely losing 2 points for your chest and your legs. Without fail. Everything else is pretty... I'm going to give you another one for your tiara, because I think your tiara doesn't look good. Everything else is alright. Do you know what? Props to you for making those gloves work, because they actually do work, and I do like them. Mount. Definitely giving you 2 points for the mount. The mount looks cool. And it goes. Princess Bruto Smash. Play, bitch. Get it, bitch. Is this trans Bruto Smash or what we saying? Pet goes well, and I like it. Valkyr DK, very nice, and it goes. I like it. No toy, fine. No one really did a toy anyway, so that's fine. It doesn't have pants. They're like shorts. Where? Not actually just posting. Fair. Are you sending me something, Dean? Let me have a look, see. Right, anyway. 26 points for Bruto Smash. Now, let's have a look. You got another Mog. Alright, I'm going to let you guys have a look at this. See what you think. First off, I'm going to show you the Mog. Front on. Now I'm going to show you the Mog with the weapons out. Now I'm going to show you the Mog on the mount with the pet. What do we think here? Also, this sharpness script is 10 out of 10. So sharp. Anti-aliasing on 100 times. Tabard goes bad. Yeah, fair. Makes sense. Right, looking. That's so sexy, actually. Is your character single? Yeah. Dean. Let me know. Let me know what the crack is. Yeah. I dig the nicer class colour use. Standalone, I didn't like the tabard with the weapons mounted is better. Still not perfect. What gloves did they have on? These are Castle Nathria gloves. So the belt is immediately, but doesn't go. Then you have the purpley red from here that doesn't go as well. Yeah, I know they are kind of pants, but like they don't look good. They look like shit. Then you have these like the legs give you these like gold plates that don't really work too much. Even on here, when it kind of starts to make sense, it's not making enough sense. The pet is cool. Pet mount, that goes pretty well. Belt, you need new belt. Legs, you need new legs. Boots, I don't know. Yeah, we're not really looking great with this one. The tabard has this little green bit in here, which doesn't look good. Doesn't go. The swords, I like swords. I think the swords are cool. The swords go really well with the pet, and would go really well with the mount. But there's a little bit too much difference. I expect these gloves are just so different and not great. Bridges. Let's just give you this. So thematically wise, I can't figure out a theme here, and the colours are not theming either. I'm gonna give you one. Oh shit. What's going on there? Wow. We have got through all of my fucking music because we've been doing this for so long. Alright. Back to it. Colour matching. I'm going to give you 2 points because there's some quite a lot of red going on here that matches. There's quite a lot of gold going on here that matches. I'm going to give you an extra point actually because you match your mount and your pet. But as a mod goes, not impressed. Cool pieces? No cool pieces. Nothing cool on this mod. Slam that Warcraft Spot 5 library. Is that a real thing? I'm going to do that so I don't get fucking copyrighted. Cool pieces, nothing. Wait, did I just... I thought I just did that. Did I go over somebody else's mod point just then? Set pieces? Yeah, you're fine. There's no risk of that here. Originality? Yeah, it's pretty original. Like, I have to give you points. I understand what you're trying to do, and it is cool what you're trying to do, and it's different. So I will give you some high score for that. I'll give you 8. But sadly, because the actual mog itself is not very good, I'm not going to give you more than 8. Hazardous mog. Do we have to go into this? It's going to be a bloodbath. Belt. Gloves. Tabard. Head, shoulders. It's not looking good, babe. Mount. Great mount. Good colour. Pet. Good mount, good colour. No time. 12 points for bridges. You can do better. I know you can. Next up. We have a very interesting mog here, actually. Ooh. Gets better. Look at the pet as well. Look at the pet. Look at the pet. I know you've also got... This is Draglax, by the way. Draglax. Now, you've also sent me a photo without the mog. Sorry, helmet. But we are a helmet-only gamers. So, we will use this one. What do we think? It's pretty cool. It's good. I like that. I like it a lot. But like dark. I think the shoulder and the belt are a little bit too different. The gold is a little bit too different. But I think the style of the rest Pretty decent. Like, that looks good. Thematically, good theme. Good theme. We have seen this theme a lot though, like Frosty DK. But this is a DK competition. This is a DK mod competition. So fair enough. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that on theme, we're looking at like 9. Unfortunately, you have the very regal, very like gold shoulders, very gold belt, which kind of doesn't make sense with your like dark hunter type, like rest of the Mog. You can kind of say that maybe this beige goes with the shoulders there. I would say fair enough, but it's a tiny bit of the gloves. Not enough to really push it into the upper limits of being a good Mog. Does kind of go with the sword. But then now we are split between... This is a kind of like split down the middle artistically. We're almost finished with all the Mogs, by the way. We're almost done. Colour matching. I'm going to have to give you a 7 on the colour matching because half the Mog is gold and white and the other half is beige and black. Cool pieces. Nothing really, it's really very cool. Hey, cannot join the competition, but I'd love to you guys to rate my Transmog character, Derathan Blackhand. If I have time to afterwards, I will. I do need to make dinner after this, and my girlfriend will be coming home from work soon, so might not be able to have too much time. So, cool pieces wise, nothing in my eyes is very cool about this. Sorry, that sounds really harsh. Nothing in my eyes sets it apart as being a cool piece that you've used. Set pieces, yeah, there's no set here. Think, yeah, so fine to go. Actually, the hood is pretty decent. Like, I do actually rate the hood. I'll give you a point. Yeah, I'll give you a point for the hood. Fuck it. Originality, again, is a more original take on the DK Transmog. So I'm going to give you like a 6, but we've seen a lot of this kind of Mog today. Now, what lets you down here is I'm just going to take off the 1 point for the fact that the shoulder and the belt doesn't really work, but I'm only going to limit it to 1 point because still, at first glance, it works. It's once you really dig into it, then you're like, oh, that doesn't really work. So I'm only going to take off 1 point. No worries, love your content, brother. You're doing great work for Frost DKs and Unholy DKs, and you're fucking welcome. No problem at all, buddy. Now, mount-wise, great mount. Really goes. Colours are good. I like it. Pet-wise, great pet. Colours are good. I like it. And then toy, no toy. So we're looking at about, yeah, we're looking at 27. Good job. This is a decent Mog. You should be proud of being a decent DK. Alright. We have a handful of Mogs left. I think we have 2 Mogs left. We'll do 3 Mogs. We have 3 Transmogs left. There we go. So once again, we are seeing Invincible. This Mog, low poly image. No idea. It's a decent Mog. It's 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, 1, 2, 3. We've got 3, 3. It looks alright. It does better than that other Mog that used the scythe, but the scythe is orange at the bottom, which I think makes it not look so good. I'm not a big fan of the helmet because it's too blue. It's too comically blue. Oh, sorry. Let's just get this done now. This is Das Twicker. That has Das. Yeah, Das Twicker. So Das Twicker theme. Yeah, good theme. You've done well to make everything match and everything look very similar. So give you a 10 on that. Now, colour matching. Again, everything matches the colour really well apart from the scythe. So I'm going to have to give you a 9, which is good. Cool pieces. If you'd have made the scythe work, I would have given you a point for the scythe and said, yeah, fair. But because the scythe doesn't work, even though it is a cool scythe, the only part of the scythe that works is this bit here, but the scythe is this whole part there. If it was turned around, you'd be able to see it. Now, the saving grace with the scythe is the mount. The mount has the little gold bits, the scythe has a little gold bit. But now the helmet looks really silly. So now the helmet being so blue, so solid, solid blue, now I think it looks a bit silly. So Set pieces, you're looking alright. I was so close to giving you a little point there because you had 2-3 sets. It's fine. Originality, not very original at all. We've now seen so many of this, and you have the same amount. I'm going to give you a 3 on your originality. Unfortunately, because you were late, I'm sick of seeing blue mogs. Hazardous mog, I'm going to take 1 off. I'm just going to take 1 point off because it's either going to be your weapon or it's going to be your helmet that comes off. And because I can't decide which one, I'm only going to do 1 point. Invincible works, and it is a DK mount. I will give you 2 for that. No pet, no mount. No toy, sorry. There you go. 9 points. No, 24 points. Let's move on to the last and final one. We have Nutsack. Nutsack. We have a very difficult image to break down. What do we think, chat? I think it's alright, but it's too low poly. I think the cloak and the back is too low poly. The theme, the gloves don't work, the weapon doesn't work. I think there's interesting elements about this set. Yeah, we went from well good to absolutely terrible in terms of sharpness and clarity. Theme-wise, I can't recognise a real theme between this other than maybe like blood with the cloak and the red bits here, but other than that, nothing else is red. Keeping everything within theme on this was very difficult, it seems. So this is going to be a 3 for theme for me. Colour matching. We're not matching a lot of the colours here. I'm also going to give you a 3 again for the colour matching. The only thing we're matching here is the shoulder, the headband, this. Nothing else is really matching for us. Tiny bits of red here, but not enough. Also, because the image is so poor, I can't really give you any benefit of the doubt because it's a bad image. Cool pieces. Nothing is cool. I don't think anything in the set is cool. Set pieces, you're fine. You know have a full set, so that's okay. Originality. This is a semi-original set, but again, because it's a bad set, I can't even really give a proper like. Can't really actually say anything about it in terms of its originality because it's not a good set. So 5. Hazardous mog. The worst things about the mog would be the gloves, the sword, the legs. I'd even go as far as to say the belt, but because the belt actually goes with the shoulders, it's fine, I'll leave it. Mount-wise, we don't have a mount. Do we? Just making sure. I think that's, yeah. We have no mount. No pet, no toy. We have 9 points. And we'll do 1 more special mod. 1 more. As we approach the 3-hour mark of streaming. We are past the 3-hour mark of streaming. 1 last mog. It's a very good image. It's a very good mog. Look at that. And like an Arbiter Pirate. That's pretty cool. This is Arthos. Theme-wise, great theme. Everything is really on point with the theme here. I like it. Is that big? Is there a Discord link? There was, but now that I have closed the entry, I got rid of the link, but you can have that. So this is cool. Obviously, like this is pretty full set, isn't it? The chest, shoulders, gloves. I'm thinking, is the boots and the is the boots and the legs and the how full set is this? Because I don't know what this set is, but it all looks very similar to me. Maybe it's full set, but it's not part of the competition really anyway because it came after the entry. But I'll still judge it. It does match quite well. Like the helmet here matches really nicely with like the belt and the gold accents. It's a little bit off, but it's fine. The mount is sick. The mount is super cool and really matches. I like that. So theme wise, 10 out of 10 for theme. Brilliant thing. Color matching. I'm going to give you a 10 out of 10 for color matching as well. I've got a feeling it's a full set. Yeah, I'm feeling it might be. I've got a feeling it may be. Cool pieces. I'm not really like sold on anything to be like super cool. The lightsabers are alright, but they're not super cool. I'm not going to give you a point for that. Set pieces. I'm unsure here. Originality, very original. For a DK as well, very original. I would easily give that a 10. Hazardous Mog. Nothing. Nothing really there is letting it down. We've got full set, got pieces and everything. Then mount, definitely a 2 there. No pet, no toy. So you've got some very good points here. Who's the winner at the moment? So we have Typhus with 34. If this even isn't, you still are second. If you had like a pet to go with it, you may have even beaten Typhus with this Mog, because it's so sick. You have no hazardous Mog pass either, which is very, very rare. Very, very cool. What are the hands? I don't even know. Now, that's the thing, I have no idea. But just to make this even better, the left-hand shoulder is the white cloak from the back. That is unreal. That's very good. Very good Mog. Now, that concludes our Transmog competition. That is nuts. That is crazy what a turn up we had for this competition. So many entries. Unreal. We had how many? So 42, 8, so minus me. So you have from here to there. What's that? 33? 33 entries? Crazy. Banger competition. 100%. This is big. We've been here for 3 fucking hours judging people's transmogs. This video is going to go hard and I have to edit it. Right. And I might not bother. I'll just put it up as 3 hours. Fuck it. So first off, we have me just being being a fucking dog. Like, how could this guy not win? You know what I mean? He's fucking sick. And look at where we are. Unbelievable. So I'm the winner. Let's have a look. So the winner of the Transmog competition, first ever one, probably not the last, is Typhus. So you have Typhus, number 1. Then at number 2, I'll show all the Mogs. Oh, actually, fuck it, I'll do it in real time. So Typhus, let's go grab their Mog. Absolute banger Mog. Fits every single thing that we've asked for. Great pictures, so light bright. Look at that. That Mog is brilliant. That's so good. It's so original. So cool. The pets, honestly, it's so good, and it could have even been better if we changed this pet to the ghoul. This would have been the winner by far. Like, you had a good Mog, and you even had, what was it, a minus point too. You had such a good Transmog, such a good mount, such a good pet. It just worked. Worked really well. So that was Typhus for the number 1. Number 2. Oh, it's here. Number 2. So we have joint second. We have Arthur's. And we have Gizmo. 2 very good Mogs. We've just seen Arthur, so I'm not going to show it again, but I will show Gizmo's. Let's go get it. Right there. Gizmo's Mog. Yes, so here is second place winner. Great Mog. Brilliant Mog. Did you even give your mount, Gizmo? Did you give a mount? Gizmo, you didn't even do a mount, mate. If you'd have done a mount, you might have even won with your Mog. So, great Transmog. Very well with that. Then, yeah, I've seen Arthur. So in third place, with, we have 31 there. 31 there. 31 there. Anyone with 32? So we have a joint third. Fucking hell, it's a bit weird. First is first, second is 2, third is 3. So we got Rochi. Then we have Taub. Then we where's the next one? Who's that? Desi. So, in the third place mogs, got Rochi. Where's Desi? We'll get Desi up first because that's in order. Rochi with third place. The freaking gold pig. Desi. Where are you? There you are. Oh wait. You had a better image that I'm trying to find. There we go. Now this was before we'd seen loads of Frost mogs. Because this is a very early Frost DK mog, I wasn't bored of it, and therefore the originality wasn't that bad. So the originality score was alright. But then we saw loads. He even had some points taken off for not having a helmet. I was definitely feeling a bit too generous. But we'll leave it. And it was the first time I saw this side of a Hoon, so I really liked it. And then the last one was Tower. So, where is it? Yes. How could we forget this one? I'd say this mog, if I did it again, I would probably have put this and Rochi in third place and then Desi underneath. I think I would probably vote Desi a little bit less now that we've seen so many Frost mogs, but because it was so early, I had a little bit of a leeway and I was being a bit too kind. But I think now looking at it, that mog is crazy. That mog goes so hard. Typhus, Arthas, Gizmo, and Taub and Rochi all have such original mogs. They deserve the spots they've got. Desi, you should be glad to be there. Maybe next time it won't be the same. But still, good job everyone. That was sick. That was cool. That was well cool. We had like 70 viewers at one point just watching us fucking rate mogs. That's awesome. You skipped them out if you didn't find anything that you liked, not the basic DK class Drake. Well, fair enough, that makes sense. But that was very good. The winner of this competition receives my eternal gratitude. And maybe I'll make them a little rank in the Discord. But thank you very much for watching, everybody. That was bloody cool. So, really fun. Shame you're a Ponce. Oh, that was great. Yeah. That's sick, that was actually. Dean, enjoy your fucking lifelong ban. Sorry. It's been a long day. But yeah, that was super cool. Right, I'm going to save that forever. I'm going to put that in the Discord. But what time is it now? It is 7 o'clock where I am. And I am going to make some dinner. I'm going to get ready for my girlfriend to come home. Pet for the Space Pirate DK. Gizmo, that's so good. Look. Oh, fuck. Look at that. That's what Locktender thinks. Yeah, if the guy had that, maybe he'd have won. Maybe he'd have been top with Typhus. Maybe he'd actually have won. But he entered late. So he wouldn't have won. Typhus still would have taken it. It's proper good. Yeah, that works so well, doesn't it? But yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing some fucking Love Island things soon at 9 when a Gial come round. Alright. Rip for not having a pet. Mate, so close. So fucking close. Raw. Alright guys, I'm going to head off. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure. Make sure you stay subscribed so you can keep up with all my shit. And